Is this thing on? Hopefully, Chad, someone confirm you can hear me. Otherwise, talking to myself during this would be very sad. Also, if you see me with a paper towel on my finger, it's because I am dumb and ripped a cuticle out of my finger right before stream started, and now it's bleeding like crazy. That's fun. All right, let's see here. How are we looking? How are we looking? How are we looking? Okay, looking pretty good. Okay, like I said, I didn't come to this place before the day of, so I had no idea if it was going to work properly. But it's looking pretty good, which I like a lot. And as you might be able to tell, it's a nice and sunny day, which is exactly what we're looking for, considering the whole, events going on and all. So that's good. Hopefully the connection remains strong-ish throughout the day, just because it'd be kind of lame if we get closer to the thing. I don't know if I read some things like, oh, cell phone connections will get really bad like when the eclipse happens because there's so many people that are trying to upload stuff and blah blah blah. So I guess it remains to be seen, but at least for now it's fine. So cool. So I'll give you guys a little tour as to what's exactly going on around here. Hold on, let me put this on top of my yeah. Okay. So we are at a very public park. And I'm not in the town that I normally live in, so I drove about an hour south of where I live because this is where we're going to get the total eclipse today. Like, where I live is supposed to be like 90%, which is, not bad, but we want the full experience, right? So we're in the pristine public park. So that way we got the full-on nice, pleasant, comfy view of the stuff. I think it's going to be over here, like the sun will be like over here-ish. It's right, oh, it's really bright. Really, it'll be like around there once the time happens. I don't know when like it starts. Like I know like it's supposed to be like the peak of it's going to be at like 3 p.m. So like 2 hours from now. Nice Honda, thank you, Mr. Civic. There he is in the flesh. So I know it's supposed to like peak at 3 p.m. So 2 hours from now. I have no idea when like the partial part starts, but I don't know. I guess I can just look up at the sky if I have to, right? That's the good news. So, anyways, in the meantime, you might be wondering like, well, what are we gonna do while we're just sitting here waiting for the thing to happen? Well, you know your boy's ready to do some cooking, and therefore we are here at this nice little convenience picnic shelter. We're ready to do the thing. Ah, nice. Joel's here. Hey, bud. Joel obviously made it for the eclipse, too. Of course he's making the trip. Now, let's see if I can get this centered properly. When's the eclipse happen again? In theory, about 2 hours from now? Ish. I don't know when, like I said, the partialness starts, but in 2 hours or so, it's supposed to be at the coolest point. Wow, look at that. That's nice. I just had to rip one cuticle out, huh? Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'll just bleed all over my food, it's all good. So, let's, Monka TOS, yeah, I swear it's nothing bad, I promise. Okay, so let's get to the actual thing, shall we? Because we've got, like I said, about 2 hours or so to kill. That's okay. We're cooking something good today. Promise. Do I have a laptop hooked up to that sicko mode Honda? I mean, bro, it's right there. Bro. Okay. So, before we bust out the adorable cooking apparatus for the day, first of all, we got to get the drinks going, obviously. So, of course, you might be wondering, well, what do you drink as something that is eclipse themed? Well, there's not really any obvious options, right? There's nothing like, oh, yeah, so this is obviously what you drink on the day of an eclipse, but my God, this finger is like, ugh. Band-Aid for the shit. Okay. Anyways, so I was trying to think, like, okay, what could I drink? And, like, keep in mind, like, I drove here and I got to drive back, so I can't, like, drink, like, a ton of alcohol, obviously. So I was thinking, like, what would be a relatively mild thing that I could do that would be nice? And so, Corona? See, that's already smarter than what I thought of. That's actually really smart, and I should have brought that. Why didn't I just think of that? Well, okay, it's not nearly as creative as that, but it's still going to be... Okay, here, I'll just show you, okay? So, I went back to my childhood. I went back to my roots, all right? So, out of the adorable cooler here, we got... It's perfect for a nice little picnic day. The Sunny D. Oh, yeah, because it's sunny... and so because there's sun, not crack, no, not that. But anyways, we got the Sunny D. We're gonna be downing some of this. Now that being said, Sunny D is it's just juice essentially. I don't what is Sunny D even? It's not really probably real juice. It's according to the front is orange flavored citrus punch with other natural flavors. Probably only a few chemicals in there, whatever. It's damn near pure sugar. No, that can't be right. It's got oranges in it, so it must be healthy, right? I think that's how that works. Ingredients are water, high fructose corn syrup, and 2% or less of concentrated orange juice. Hey, 2% of it's healthy, all right? That's good enough in my book. Anyways, okay, so in addition to said Sunny D, obviously we're not just going to drink only Sunny D. I mean, I could, but that's not fun. But so we got the sunny part, the D, if you will, and then of course, gotta have the moon portion, because it's an eclipse, and so there's the sun, and then also it's going to combine with the moon, and you get it, right? Okay, good. Now, I have no idea if this combination will taste good, but like I figured that like Blue Moon, people put orange juice in that, right? That's kind of a thing. So Sunny D's like kind of orange juice, so I mean it'll probably work, right? And if it doesn't, then I guess we just have our own individual separate things I guess we can do. But for the first time around, we'll try them together just because, I don't know, how bad could it be, right? It's, like I said, basically juice. All right, so let me, and Stealthy Baby, there is an answer to your question, but obviously I can't really just answer it right here, right now. OJ and beer? Well, like specifically Blue Moon, right? That's a thing where like you have that's always a thing, right? They give you oranges with Blue Moon, and I don't know. It's kind of a gimmick, but it's kind of a tasty gimmick, so everyone goes along with it. All right, so, got the glass for said thing right here. Super ghetto glass inside that cardboard box that I was hoping wouldn't shatter on the way. It did not. Good news. Finger still bleeding. That's fun. All right. Shut up, Chunkster. I mean, I will hopefully eventually, all right? Eventually. All right, yeah, you're right. I'll type in chat. Okay, yeah. All right, there you go. Anyways, okay, so let's, I guess, combine the two. Now, I guess I don't really know the proper ratio for what I should do here. Like, I don't know, half and half is probably fine. I don't have a ton of Blue Moon. I didn't bring a lot on purpose just because, like I said, I'm driving back, so can't go overboard or anything. But I figure a couple won't hurt, a couple won't end the world or anything. Okay, because Chunkster, I mean, use your brain, man. Use your brain. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, definitely missed. All right. Well, Amino. Whatever. It's all right. All right. Anyways. So, I guess we just sort of, I feel like beer first, right? All right. And then some of the D, if you will. Yeah, exactly, not Vox, because. All right. I don't know. We'll just kind of fill that up to the top. They're both the same color, so I guess you can't really tell what they are when mixed together. But I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Something to mix this. A spoon, sure. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Cheers, chat. not bad. I mean, it tastes like Sunny D and Blue Moon. Okay, I'm not really sure what I expected, but all right, that's fine. It does taste somewhat similar to when you just have Blue Moon and they add orange juice to it, but I guess maybe a little bit more tangy, which kind of checks out because, I don't know, I don't know if Sunny D is a thing in Europe, but I feel like if you're an American, you probably grew up at some point and had Sunny D just because it's kind of like one of those childhood drinks. And so for those that don't know what it is, it's kind of like it's like orange juice. It's like a cross between orange juice and tangerine juice, I guess, and it's just more, like, I guess, more sour than your typical orange juice. It makes your, like, teeth stick together, which is always something I remember as a kid. It's a ghetto-ass mimosa. Yeah, but it's not bad. I'd drink this. I'd serve this, well, I don't know if I'd serve this to people and be like, oh, here's your fancy drink, but, like, I wouldn't be embarrassed to be like, hey, you want some of this? Sure. It got banned in England because it had too much sugar. Well, yeah, I'm not going to try to argue that it's like, oh, it's got fruit in it, so it's healthy. But it tastes, I don't know, fine. I drank it as a child back in the day when parents didn't realize that sugar was going to kill you. Okay. A brass monkey is a comforting one? Is that a thing? All right, sure. Why not? Probably twice the sugar as orange juice. Well, it's not like any like fruit juice is super high on sugar too. Like it's not like fruit juice is like, oh, if you had regular fruit juice, it'd be fine. So whatever. Anyways, Sunny D and Blue Moon. Okay, all right. You get it. I get it. You get it. Okay, good. Now let's bust out the stuff, shall we? We're gonna put this. Hey, Joel. Ooh, I wonder. Let's see if I can make this work. Hold on. Now, obviously, for the Eclipse, we got the Eclipse glasses. Can I find a way to kind of keep these secured? Oh, I don't want to bleed on Joel. Let's not do that. That'll sort of stay on, right? Kinda? Come on, Joel. Alright, that'll work. Okay, cool. Yeah, hey, buddy. That works. Okay, so how much of the eclipse is supposed to be visible where I am? Well, it is supposed to be a total eclipse where I'm at, which is kind of cool. First time in my life, and probably only time in my life, considering that they only happen like once every, I don't know, 15 years or so. So, yeah, like living where I do, like I'm like an hour north of where it's supposed to be a total eclipse. So it was like, it was gonna be like a 90% thing. And I was thinking like, well, I mean, that'd still be pretty cool, right? But if it's like a once in a lifetime sort of thing, like, okay, I can make an hour drive down, especially if we just do a cooking stream anyways. Might as well just go somewhere where it's going to be the complete and total thing, right? So I figured we might as well do it big. So yeah, it should be cool. I mean, I hope so at least. I've never seen one. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be like, there it is. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, cool. I guess we're done. But if anything, the fallback is that we're going to make delicious food. Okay, this is still like profusely being a thing. Can this not? Do I have a Band-Aid on me? I might actually. Hold on. For a total eclipse to happen in the same spot, it's like 400 years? Sure. I'll choose to believe you on that. No one's ever lied on the internet. I don't. My God. I figured, like, it's like something where it's like, oh, this will stop in a couple of minutes, right? It still has not. That is weird. Okay. Anyways, the show must go on, so it'll just taste a little extra salty, I guess. It's fine. Google says every 18 months? What? Well, I don't think that's true. Moi service moi? Oh. Well, the thing is, like, like sometimes I do actually, but I don't. I guess I just must have used it at some point. And I never restocked it. Oh wait, okay. You know what I do have? I got duct tape with me. Here's what I'll do. I'll just take like a little bit of this and just wrap duct tape around it. That'll work. Ghetto solution, but I just don't have to deal with this like dripping everywhere while I'm cooking because that's not a good look. Modern problems require modern solutions. Yeah. Okay. Put that around there. And put that around there. Okay, there we go. now everyone's going to ask for the entire rest of the stream, like, what happened to your finger? Oh my god, did you cut it off? And the answer, in case someone asks later in the stream, is yes, okay? Okay. Alright. When does the eclipse for me? It's going to be at 3 p.m., so that'd be, I guess, an hour and 40 minutes from now. Yes, Chunkster, I did in fact cut it off. Indeed, indeed. All right, so without further ado, let's bust out the actual stuff, huh? I don't want to delay this too long because I don't want to... Oh, I want to actually finish this dish, ideally in the neighborhood of when this happens. Oh, okay. And it is super nice outside today. Maybe a little windy, I guess, but... Oh, Joel. Okay. So yeah, like I said, a little windy outside today, but... Oh, God, I definitely... Giant red spot on Joel. That's not ideal, dude. Oh, I'm sorry, Joel. I've never actually washed him before. I don't know. I'm assuming he's washer safe, right? It might be necessary after this, because that's not a great look. Okay, sorry, bud. It's okay, he doesn't mind. Okay, there you go, bud. Get your cool Eclipse glasses back on real quick. Alright, there you go, bud. Yeah. Alright, anyways. You wouldn't put him in the dryer? Yeah, I could probably just like air dry him, I assume, right? That's probably a thing. Alright, so let's bust out the stuff that we're going to be using today, shall we? So, you might be wondering, well, what are we making? And, you know, I originally was trying to think of things that were like really, really on the nose, like, you know, what's something that has sun in its name, or moon, or something super, super gimmicky, right? But the more I looked into it, the more I read my options, I was like, nah, none of these seem all that good, and I don't want to make something that seems lame and or not tasty just for the sake of the gimmick. So I went with something that's like maybe very loosely related. Yeah, no pizza ovens today, I'm afraid. That'd be probably frowned upon in a public park, I'd assume. A pizza, yeah, so maybe not that. But I figured, okay, here's the very loose connection we're going to make, all right? If you have eggs, you can make eggs in a certain way where you call them sunny side up, right? So I figured, like, well, there's probably a dish I can make that would involve doing something like that, right? So I then thought back to the stream that I was going to do in California this past winter, where it was going to be like at a campsite, and I was going to cook over the fire in the morning, like over a campfire. I was going to try to cook Huevos Rancheros. And I didn't end up doing it just because I ended up just hanging out with my sister instead, and it was, oh, if you remember, if you know, you know. But I've been wanting to do that one ever since, and like I've kind of just had that one in my back pocket, thinking like, well, I should do that stream at some point and like cook that. And finally, when I was trying to think of things to come up with, like to do for this one, I was like, well, there's eggs in Huevos Rancheros, right? And like, I think traditionally for that recipe, you do in fact make them sunny side up, right? So we're gonna go with that. It's close enough. Whatever. It's got eggs in it. Okay, sure, it fits. And at the end of the day, they're just tasty. I mean, that's what counts, right? For those that don't know, by the way, Huevos Rancheros, so basically it's a Mexican breakfast dish. I think it might be, I don't know, try to culturally appropriate here, but I'm fairly certain like there's some sort of origin of this dish where it basically just like translates directly to Mexican breakfast. So I'm aware it's not breakfast time, all right, but you can still eat it at any time of the day because it's going to be tasty. So we're going to be making that one. So we're going to be starting this one from very, very scratch, actually. Not making, I guess, every single part from scratch, but we're making at least the vital part from scratch. So we're going to start with making the ranchero sauce, which I didn't really know specifically what that was until I looked up the recipe, but apparently it's like it's the authentic thing that you want to use in Huevos Rancheros. I guess you don't have to, but it's in the name, so it feels kind of right. And it's evidently just supposed to be like a less like peppery, spicy, whatever version of enchilada sauce. So if that gives you any idea like what we're about to make, so let's give it a shot, shall we? Just put the recipe in chat in case you would like to follow along for whatever reason. But otherwise, we got to start prepping the stuff. Good news is there's not really that much stuff to prep, so I gave myself a relatively easy softball today as far as what we're making. Shouldn't be all that difficult, but then again, I do have a tradition of making very easy things to cook not so easy, so we'll see. We'll see. Oh. Homemade moon pie for dessert. The only thing I could really think of that had like moon in the name would be like, I remember as a kid, it'd be an Asian dish. You'd find it like Asian recipe or Asian bakeries called moon cakes, and I'm assuming that involves some sort of baking. I kind of quickly ruled that out when I realized like, we'll have access to an oven out here, obviously, so that might be a little bit of a problem, right? But yeah, I suppose there's no moon theme in our dish today, but whatever. We got that. That's fine. All right. Let's get the cutting board ready to go. Now, we're going to be cooking using the propane stove today. I considered, like, this park does have, like, places with park grills and even, like, places with, like, fire pits, actually, weirdly, but I figured we'll keep it simple today, especially because I don't have to be struggling with making fire and having to deal with that. Like, I'd rather just get to the part where I know for sure it's going to get hot and cookable. They already cut himself? I didn't cut myself, no. Actually, well, no, chat, tell him what happened, all right? All right. Yeah, that's on you, chat. That's on you. We're going blind either way. Yeah, we got the special glasses, right? And I'm not going to be able to like, just point the camera at the sun the entire time because I don't think that's wonderful for a camera, but I'll give you glimpses. And I think it'll work if I put the glasses over the lens. I'm assuming you guys will be able to see that. So we'll give you a view once things start getting going. I don't know when exactly that'll be, but I guess when it starts to get slightly darker, I guess we'll know. Sure. All right, so two things really that we only have to prep for this. It's not much, like I said, are garlic, cool, and then shallots. Very fancy. Even had to go to a special grocery store just to find silly shallots just for this. I figured I could just do onions, but like I wanted to commit. Like recipe said shallots, so like, all right, fine. The dude that does the iPhone stuff said it's fine for cameras and phones. All right, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about, okay? I did one Google search and one thing said that it wasn't great, so I'm not going to take my chances because it just so happens my camera also happens to be, you know, my phone that I use for daily life and stuff, so I don't really want to ruin it if I don't have to. Would prefer not to. Oh, this is a lot nicer than a lot of my usual locations because there's a trash can, there's electrical outlets, which is clutch, obviously a table. So I wasn't sure if this location would work in advance because I didn't have time to come here in advance and scout it out to see if it was good, but thankfully it seems to be working fine. And it's, like I said, it's got like the barbecue pits and even like a fire pit for like little campfires, I guess, that you could use for like day use, which is kind of clutch for future potential cooking shenanigans, I guess. I don't know what I'd use it for exactly, but nice to know it exists. It's not that far away either. Because that's something that the town that I live in doesn't really have. It doesn't really have a day-use park that allows you to build like a campfire. Like there's some with like little park grills that you can do barbecues in, but I feel like the only place you can really make a campfire is campsites, which is like fine, but I don't necessarily always want to rent out a campsite just for like a day-use sort of thing, right? What's up, Caliburg? We are making some Huevos Rancheros today. All right, so we got to prep 2 cloves of garlic. I didn't bring my giant knife. I just bought the little mini one. So we'll get the job done, hopefully, because there's not really much stuff to cut up anyways. And we're going to enjoy, we'll call it brunch, all right? Is it still like kind of really, really late brunch time? Let's go with that. Very impressed I can... Yeah, well, I guess it's an art. What can I say? I'll tell you I promise I can tell you the full story later. The full story is a little silly. All right, come on. I was really worried that the connection wasn't going to work, and like if it didn't, I would have just pre-recorded this and just shown it to you guys tomorrow, but it's much more lame if you have to do it the day after, right? Kind of cooler just to do it the day of while it's actually happening. That way chat can watch me lose my vision in real time. All right. You know, really peeling garlic should be easy once you've crushed it, right? Yet here I am. Also, the duct tape is coming loose, not like this. Right, hold on. We have more duct tape here. Okay, there we go. Ugh, alright. If I lose my vision, can you have my gold? Isn't there like a dude that's streamed, like literally playing like blind, a blind dude that streams? I think there is, right? I think he plays like off of sound cues, and I think he's on like constantly on like slash follow on someone. I think he heals. So I could become the next that guy, right? Okay, why is this so difficult? This should not be so difficult. Usually when you crush these, it just comes right off, but apparently I'm missing something. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Making this part as difficult as possible. He used to stream, he was looking into a wall. I mean, hey, like, I feel like healing, it's not all that difficult anyways. You just, like, do whack-a-mole with frames as long as there's some sort of sound cue, like, click this frame now. How hard could it really be, right? Okay, there we go. 2 garlic cloves. We gotta, I think, just, like, mince them, it says. If I was smart, I would have brought the little garlic mincer, garlic crusher thing that I have, but I am not a smart man and forgot to bring that, so we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. And the good news is what we're making right now is eventually going to get blended up. Spoilers, so it doesn't really matter if I don't cut this and dice this or mince this perfectly, I guess. It's all going to eventually just be blended into goo paste stuff anyways. In fact, yeah, I probably don't even need to, like, dice it up all that much just in general. I think it's fine as is. I mean, I guess we are going to cook the garlic first. I guess you wanted to make sure it cooks. 2-hour garlic peeling stream. Well, I mean, I picked something that, in theory, really shouldn't take that long to cook. Like, according to the recipe, at least, it only takes, like, 20 minutes, which is suspect, but whatever. In reality, normally I take, like, maybe 3 times the amounts of time to make any recipe, like, based on the recommended time. So, in theory, I'd still have plenty of time, but I guess we will test that theory. I mean, the good news is I have all day. It's not like I'm in a rush to be anywhere. Technically, that's not true. I do want to go back to Lafayette here so I can watch the national championship game in which Purdue's playing in tonight. But that's like 8 hours from now, so oh yeah, I got time. Sunny D plus Blue Moon. Come on, I put 2 and 2 together. You can do it. I promise. I believe in you. I'm sure you can maybe figure it out on your own. I gotta say the combo's not bad. I mean, I've already finished like the first half, right? So perhaps that's a good cue to bust out the second half, huh? It's like building IKEA furniture, estimated 1 hour build time, and 6 hours later. Yeah, it's an estimated 1 hour build time, assuming you've already built this couch 5 times before. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Spoon go. There it is. Yes. Okay. So onions, or sorry, the garlic is Gucci. Let's do the shallots. I've never really done dedicated shallot chopping before. Actually, no, that's not true. I did it for the Thai cooking stream, I guess, at some point. But it's been a while, but they're just onions, right? So just chop them like it's an onion. Sure. Why not? All right. I guess you just kind of cut these up in the same way you would onions, right? Cut off the end and peel them up. Sure. All right. I promise. I'm not the one in the wrong here, I promise. I'm not the one that... I was here first. I claimed this one, and they just kind of came and just said, we're going to sit here now. It's supposed to be first come, first serve. I read the rules on the park rules. And they just come and just were like, we're going to sit here now, too. And I was like, what the fuck? I already claimed this place. I was here like half an hour before they were. What the fuck? God damn it. And now they're just like, it's okay if we sit here, right? And I'm like, well, I am going to be streaming and making a lot of noise and talking a lot. They're like, oh, that's fine, don't worry. Okay, cool. I'm not going to like say like, go away, but like, ugh. God damn it. Anyways, okay, so, shallot 1 peeled. I don't really know if there's a special technique to dicing shallots, but I assume, like I said, it can just kind of be treated as a regular onion, right? West, or where's the black and gold? Yeah, I know, Dr. Offenstein. I wanted to wear black and gold today, to rep Purdue, but the problem is that, apparently it's a thing that I read online, right? So when a solar eclipse happens, your sense of like color gets really weird because of science or something. I don't know, and it basically means that like red colors will start to like look like faded, whereas like green and blue will still look full strength. So like apparently it's this cool effect where like, oh, if you wear red, then your red will look super faded, but the blue will still look vibrant. So it's a cool contrast. Blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, so I'll just wear a bright red tank top to test it out. So yes, I wanted to rep Purdue. In fairness, I did bring a Purdue sweatshirt, but it's shockingly warm outside today. It's in the 70s today, which I have no idea what that is in communist units, but it's I mean, like you can tell, obviously I'm just sitting here comfortably in a tank top and it's fine. So it's about a perfect day for an eclipse. Like it's not really cloudy at all. Like there's maybe like some really thin high clouds, but nothing that is going to block the sun. So it is about perfect for an eclipse day. Neat, because that would have been admittedly pretty depressing if it was just like a full eclipse for the first time and probably only time in my life where I live, and then it's just like, and it's cloudy, and you can't see anything. Okay, cool. What time is the eclipse supposed to be? In theory, it's supposed to happen now. It's supposed to be the total eclipse in hour and a half. I mean, obviously it'll start like doing a partial thing before that. I don't know how long before it's going to start like doing a partial thing. I'll show you guys once it starts, but at least for now, it's, I don't know, still an hour and a half away from like the peak or whatever you want to call it. The totality, if you will. What are we making? We are making Huevos Rancheros. And we will do that in a couple of hours once I'm finished peeling this shallot. Okay. Because it wouldn't be a cooking stream without the prep taking way too long, as always. But whatever, we have to keep cooking after the eclipse, and so be it. I got all day, it's fine. It's hilarious. So hilarious. Oh my god. Okay. Let's chop them up. So, I don't know, I guess how do you dice a shallot? I have no idea. Let's cut off the end, I guess, and maybe just cut it in half. That feels like a good way to do it. Just do it this way, I guess, and then cut it off this way. Okay, and then in half. Okay. And then I guess we just... Normally if you're doing like an onion, you would like cut it this way horizontally again and just like... Yeah, okay, I guess, well, this knife is not exactly what you'd call quality. I'm just going to cut it in the whatever way that seems fine-ish. Like I said, we're eventually blending this anyway, so it doesn't exactly need to be perfectly diced anywho. Okay. Evidently, reading online, shallots are a more subtle sweet taste compared to regular onions, hence why this recipe uses them, so that way it doesn't make the dish too sweet. The more you know. To me, it literally just looks and smells like a regular red onion, but I will trust the food science world that it knows what it's doing. Okay. Just cut it lengthwise and across. That's, I think, what I did, right? I'm just doing like, and then, yeah. I'm something of a shallot cutting expert myself. Huh. Yeah, whatever. It's working well enough. And keep in mind, for those that tuned in late, right now, so for making the Huevos Rancheros, And at the moment, we're working on the Rancheros sauce that you're gonna add to the Huevos Rancheros. Now, the recipe said like, oh, you could just like buy pico de gallo and just use that and call that good enough. But no, 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 no. We're making the Ranchero sauce from scratch because we're cool like that, and we have some time to kill anyways. I think this is the only actual cutting I'll have to do today. That's why I only brought my ghetto knife. I had to do if I had to do a lot more prep, I would have brought my real kitchen knife. But admittedly, walking around a public park with your like giant kitchen knife feels a little sketch, a little weird. That's not illegal though, is it? Just bringing like a giant kitchen knife around? I really want to find out. Need to restage my props? Whoa, what do you mean? Joel's looking good. He's chilling. He's chilling. He's prepared. He's responsible. Okay. Now, unsurprisingly, there's a lot of people at this park today because it's kind of an obvious place to go to view an eclipse, right? So, yeah, I'm sure plenty of people have already walked by in the background, right? So, I'm sure that'll be a thing throughout the day, but that's okay. I've done worse, frankly. I've been like in the middle of Seattle and like walked around the middle of cities, right, and had the same sort of thing. At least I'm not like I don't have the horror of like walking around with a selfie stick. That's always extra horrifying, right? Okay, there we go. Shallots and garlic prepped. I think I was actually, I was definitely supposed to keep these separate, wasn't I? Because I think you're supposed to add the shallots first and the garlic after. Hold on. I'm still keeping these sort of separate. That's fine. They're still sort of separated. It's okay. It's fine. Okay. I think it's officially time to bust out the stove. All right. Yeah, exactly, Oscar. Okay. So, like I said earlier, we are in fact using the propane stove today. So time to bust that out. Now, I'm using the propane tank that I was still using last time for the pizza stream. This one's probably pretty low on juice, but the good news is I brought a brand new propane tank we can use if that one runs out, and it probably will. That'd be my guess. Okay. Setting up the stove right next to all my electronics. What could possibly go wrong, as always? Good news is it's nothing but concrete surrounding me, so the only fire hazards, I guess, would be to my, all my electronics, but that's kind of whatever, right? Okay. Screw that one on. So yeah, nothing fancy today as far as the cooking technique. We're not using any sort of brick ovens or any sort of charcoal shenanigans. I considered doing charcoal because there are park grills here, but I didn't want to have to put up with any of that. I just wanted something that I knew for sure would just work. And we know for sure this just works, so we're going with this. All right. Not to worry, I brought a giant jug of water with me, just in case, just because I guess you never know. Come on, Joel. Keep your glasses on. Gotta stay safe. Be responsible. There you go, bud. All right. All right, it's not rocket time. Oh, my. That was juicy. Because that's still a thing. Okay. It's all right. All right, let's get the pan out. Cool. Then I bring a colander for the Eclipse view. I don't know what a colander is, but I got the fancy glasses, so that'll get the job done fine. And I hope that it should work like by putting them on the phone lens, so hopefully you guys can see as well at certain points. In fact, hold on. Let me look at the sun right now. Let's see if there's anything notable to look at. Sorry, Joel, stealing your glasses. Let's see. Nope, nothing right now. Still just the sun. Ooh. There you go, bud. Stay. All right, start her up, start some fires, baby. If I was smart, I would have brought a lighter, but I didn't, so match as it is. Careful, SpongeBob. Whoa. And that went out. Okay. I'm always shocked about how like touchy matches are as far as the fire going out. Okay. All right, that one went out as well. It's fine. It's fine. All right, let me stand in the opposite direction of the wind so I can block it. I swear, it's not even that windy out here. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Whew. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Third time's a charm. I feel like based on how many times it normally takes me, that wasn't bad. Okay. And so now we can actually finally start following the recipe. Neat. Why not hold it above the gas? I don't know. That seems irresponsible. So we'd place a saute pan over the medium heat. Is this medium heat? Sure, why not? And add the oil and shallots. Okay. Well, there we go. Not sketch at all with the wind or anything. Maybe I'll just put this a little bit further forward, just in case. We've had issues with that in the past, if you will. Okay. So we are using... did we ever get a speed run or CA speed run cooking, or is it always going to be Dad Gamer Raid Speed? If you expected like speed run cooking, you're on the wrong channel, man. It's called Clueless Bachelor Cooking for a reason. We take our time doing these. All right, so we're supposed to add, let's see, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I did bring a tablespoon measure, but I kind of CBA, so I'm just going to kind of wing it. 1 tablespoon, yeah, sure. Okay, get it nice and spread out. Now, it's always difficult to judge like the heat of this because like I'm never sure what the equivalent heat setting of the stove is, so we're just gonna have to wing it and put our hand over the pan to see how hot it is, check I guess to see if it's working. At the moment, not hot yet. Okay. Definitely lit though. And like I said, if it runs out of gas, and I think it will at some point because I've used this one a lot of times, we've got a backup propane tank, so we can crank it if we need to. I'm not worried about that. Insane eyeballing right there. I bet I got pretty close, all right? Shut up. There's a bunch of warnings on this can. Do not extinguish unless leak can be stopped safely. Eliminate all ignition sources if safe to do so. Let cylinder burn out. Carbon monoxide hazard, not relevant. Handling and storage, not relevant. Throw it in the back of your really hot car, it'll be fine. Please don't crank it at a public park. This is fine. This is literally what this sort of thing's made for. Like, that's what it's made for, right? Outdoor cooking. We're good, we're good. Ren at 8:40 server time? Bro, imagine like still needing Ren buff a day before the speed run. We're already chilling. We got our Ren buff ready to go. In fact, all my boofs are ready to go for raid tomorrow because I don't have to worry about doing that the day of because I can't do it today, obviously, since we're not at home. All right, is this Gucci yet? Is this hot? Feels kind of hot. Turn it up maybe a little bit. Am I scared I might miss the giant shadow overtaking my cooking site? Well, the good news is, wait, what? It'll be fine, dude. I mean, I'll check periodically every like 10 minutes to see if the thing is started and I can show you guys. I mean, like, I feel like it's not going to be all that exciting until it's close to total eclipse, because you probably won't be able to see anything from this POV. Okay. We're just going to add the shallots and see what happens. Whoa. It is not sizzling. Okay, it's sizzling a tiny bit, so yes, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Crank it up a little more, I guess. The glories of cooking outside. You never really know what direction the heat's going. You never really know exactly what temperature it is. Okay, now the shallots are starting to shimmer a little bit. Here, let me give you a closer up, I guess, of what's going on. Ever so slight hint of something cooking, eh? Okay, 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 okay. All right, now they're going. We're just going to send them, whatever. It'll continue heating up, obviously, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Cool. Obligatory wooden spatula that we bought back in Seattle. Still going strong for cooking streams to this day. Very excited. Okay, I might have added a little too much oil. I guess maybe eyeballing it wasn't necessarily the best idea, but it's fine. It's fine. It'll reduce, right? Yeah. Plus, we're gonna add a whole bunch of other stuff to this pan eventually, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. If I was smart, I would have brought something to put this spatula on. I guess here's fine. Oh, what's up, Lone Salbug coming out with a tier 1 sub. Thank you, sir. I'm probably missing some subs, in which case I'm sorry, I apologize, but can't really keep track of all of them while I'm doing this, but appreciate it, dude. Ooh, it's a 2-year one, in fact. It'll go directly to these Hot Pockets, Doritos, and Huevos Rancheros fund. Cheers. Ah, yes, I am indeed making food. Now we're making a Huevos Rancheros today. Yes, sir. Oh, there we go. Now it's sizzling. You can probably hear that. Yes, sir. This is a nice and easy recipe. That's nice. You can literally just cook it over one pan over the stove. That's why I chose this one. Very easy to do in a public park with one stove apparatus. Yeah, smells like onions, all right. All right. How well can you see the stuff in the pan here? I think I'm at the max height of my tripod, so hopefully it's capturing this. Let me check here, 1 second. Gotta get the shallot money shot, right? You're not. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh, yeah. Can this go any higher? I feel like maybe we could go a little higher here. Oh, we can. Nice. Oh. Whoop. Okay, perfect. All right, nice. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Gotta get Joel in there, obviously. Hey, buddy. With his glasses on. He's chilling. All right. So we're supposed to have these shallots in here for like a couple of minutes. So I assume we're probably already to the point where they're about good. And then we add the onions, I think. Or sorry, the garlic. Saute for 2 minutes and add garlic. Saute another 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. In you go. And then the recipe doesn't call for it, but I feel like it's never a bad idea to like salt and pepper stuff like this, right? Babish would approve, I know that, so. There we are. A little salt never hurt anybody. A little salt. And then a little pepper never hurt anybody. Hoi. Oh. All right. Chilling. Okay. And then what's the step after this? We'll have to... Okay, we're going to start having to like prep some of the liquid jars of stuff that we have, so I guess we'll do that as these continue to cook. Oh, it looks like it's cooking fine. It's probably fine. Sure, why not? Okay. So this recipe calls for piquito, whatever peppers. I don't have those, but I do have roasted red peppers, which the recipe said you can use as substitutes. We're just gonna use that. All right, sure. Supposed to drain it, add all the remaining ingredients to the saute pan. Okay. Finally found an outdoors Eclipse stream. Yes, sir. Obviously, it hasn't started yet, but once it does, I'll give you the full POV. I got you covered, bro. Because yeah, it'd be kind of dumb if I was just like cooking indoors. All right. So let's see. So we're supposed to add how much of this little thing? 12 ounces. I'm gonna turn this down. Now it's getting a little hot. 12 ounces. So this is this entire thing, I guess. Really? Okay, it's literally just this entire jar. Okay, sure. That's pretty easy, I guess. Am I supposed to drain this? Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to drain it. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay. Let me do this off to the side over a trash can. I don't know. Some recipes like make you use the liquid, right? So I don't know, but I checked. Don't worry. Okay, so we just kind of add literally all of this. Okay. Sounds good. Like that. Okay. And then we're supposed to add some diced green chili peppers, of which we have as well. Great value, of course. Streamer was not dumb and did bring a cannon opener. Very exciting. This one I bought in Talladega, Alabama for the NASCAR race. Fun fact. Ugh. Except it's also bought at a dollar store, so it's not exactly high quality, I will admit. Come on. Hooey. There we go. Am I supposed to drain this? It doesn't say so, alright. Just gonna add the whole thing, I guess. Sure, why not? Alright. Okay, let me mix these up so that way the onions on the bottom don't get burnt. Already smells like a very Mexican dish, I can tell you that. It's not racist, right? Mm. Oh yeah. I mean, like, it's colorful, I'll give it that. It's got that red and green theme, so that way we can compare when the color, I guess, starts to fade during the eclipse, which, I don't know, when's the partial, how long does an eclipse take? I have no idea, like, from when, like, the moon first starts to appear versus, when it goes away. Is it like an hour? Is it half an hour? Is it 10 minutes? I actually have no idea, to be honest. But, I mean, I guess we're going to find out, right? Okay, so that one, 24 hours, might have started already if that was the case. All right, so 1 cup of chicken stock. All right, that one I actually made last night because I didn't want to have to worry about boiling water and chicken stuff today. So, okay. Got that one. And then 1 tablespoon of cumin, as my dad would say, because I don't know, but apparently it's not cumin. It's cumin, is what he says. So hey, he's older than me. I respect my elders. Why not? Once again, though, I'm just gonna kind of eyeball that. Is that a tablespoon? Probably. All right. Oh. I was actually supposed to do this one way earlier, but okay. Tomato sauce. I found these really adorable, like, little cartons of tomato sauce in the Spanish, or I guess the Mexican grocery section. It's supposed to just be a can, but I found these little cartons, which I thought was adorable. So we're gonna use cartons of tomato sauce. Sure. Oh. 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 Gotta get all of that out of here. Come on. Need that tomato spuge, please. Okay. Hopefully this pan's big enough. Like, I don't know. I wanted, like, this is the pan I always use for cooking off the stove, but admittedly it's probably not really meant to hold a whole bunch of liquid inside of it, but we still got some space. We still got some clearance. Oh, okay. I think it'll be okay. It'll be a little close, but as long as we're careful with it, it should be okay. Hooey. And this is the last of the liquid ingredients, so I think after this we're not really worried about getting more overflowed. Come on. All right, note to self, next time just get a can, not these little cartons. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I just thought these were adorable. Okay. And then, okay, so a tablespoon of brown sugar. Now, the brown sugar that I own in my apartment has gotten kind of old and kind of dried out, so normally you would expect brown sugar to be in like kind of like a granule form, but we got kind of like a kind of this little like cube of brown sugar that we're going to kind of just hope breaks up inside of here, and I assume it will, so that's fine. It's very hard. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. And then, fourth of a teaspoon of liquid smoke. I had to buy a new thing of liquid smoke for this, because I've never actually had a reason to own this in my life, but sure, we bought an entire thing just for a fourth of a teaspoon, I guess. Now the magic question is, can we actually open this? Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, come on. Okay. So, fourth of a teaspoon, yeah, we're just gonna kind of wing that. I know this stuff is kind of powerful stuff, so I don't want to, like, go overboard, that's for sure. Is there, like, a little extra safety lid on here that I gotta worry about? There is, okay. That would explain why nothing was coming out. Alright. Whew, that smells like, well, like liquid smoke. Okay. Smells good, though, I'll say that. Every time I have something that has liquid smoke in it, it's always very tasty. I guess as long as you don't go, like, super overboard. That's probably about a fourth of a teaspoon there. Alright, and then anything else? Heavy cream, but that gets added after we're done, so okay. Mix her up, and I guess I don't know, what's the next instruction? Do we just have to, like, have the simmer, or what are we doing here? Simmer the ranchero sauce for 10 minutes and then remove from heat. Okay, sure. I never really, the recipe doesn't ever ask to, like, add salt, but I guess I added it to, like, the shallots and the garlic earlier, right? So I would assume that'll get the job done. I mean, of course, I guess we can just taste test it later to make sure, but I guess for now we're probably chilling. All right. Oh, careful, SpongeBob. This is definitely a little overflowed. Well, not overflowed, but a little precarious at the moment, and not a whole lot of extra clearance inside this pan. So let's not vigorously stir. Nice color, though. I'll say that. Nice and reddish, greenish, with like little peppers and stuff interspersed in there. It's tasty looking. Okay. And I guess now we just let simmer for 10 minutes. Sure. Stir her up a little bit. Okay. What are we cooking? We're cooking some Huevos Rancheros today. Some traditional Mexican breakfast, but also brunch or lunch for today's purposes. I gotta say, the more I have this combination of Sunny D and Blue Moon, the more I actually think it's pretty tasty. I wasn't sure what it was gonna be like, but like I'm drinking this, just like it's a very good breakfast cocktail, honestly. And not particularly alcoholic, since it's just like beer and only half a beer, so yeah. Okay, let's check the sun again, shall we? Probably nothing still, but I am curious. Thank you, Joel. So everybody says. Oh, chat! Looky what we have here. Okay, let's see if this shows on stream. This would be really cool if it does. Because yes, it's actually starting. Okay. All right, let me put this over the lens. Okay, so it's gonna be very dark now all of a sudden, but okay, hold on. Let me point this at just the sun, okay, and then, wait, can you see anything? Let's see. Oh, there you go. Okay. Can you see it yet, chat? You can't really see it, I guess, on the camera, but I can guarantee you there's now a sliver that's starting to cover the sun. So that's cool. I guess I'll keep showing you. For now, yeah, you can't really see it, but I promise there is, like, when I look at it with my own eyes, it's actually starting to cover the sun a tiny bit. Cool. Huh. Neat. Okay. I will update you every, like, 10 minutes or something. Wow. All right, let me point that away before I start burning your retinas. That's kind of neat. Okay. Thanks for making you blind. Yeah, you're welcome, chat. All right. Didn't ruin my camera now, did it? No. We're good. Cool. Anyways, let's continue. Am I just paranoid, or did it get like slightly blurrier? I'm probably just paranoid. Okay. Did I ruin my camera? All right, so we simmering? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so like I said, you got to give it 10 minutes. I'm not timing it, but we'll just kind of eyeball it. That's fine. All right, I think it's officially time to bust out Blue Moon numero dos. Caliburg, don't be weird, dude. Okay, don't be weird. Number one rule of like this channel when it comes to meeting me IRL or even on stream. Don't be weird. Yes. This can opener, bottle opener, is that a thing? This is a thing, right? Yeah. Come on, bud. Hooey. Yeah, so I bought this at a dollar store for like $1, so surprise, surprise, that can opener's not amazing, but gets the job done. So yeah, I don't really notice any lighting difference right now as far as like what it looks like outside, but I assume I've been in like a third of an eclipse before, and when that happens, you could kind of see that it sort of looked weird outside, but you didn't get really the full effect, right? So I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but I guess I'll keep you guys updated as far as how the outside lighting conditions look like. At the moment, it still looks very regular. Okay. Yeah. Mixer up. Yes, sir. Okay. Now we just gotta wait, right? I'm impatient, so I want to just be like, it's done, it's good, but we'll wait. Beer and OJ? Yeah, a weird combination, I'll admit, but like, come on. Chat gets it, right? Guys, right? You guys are smart, right? You guys can probably put 2 and 2 together, literally. And it's technically Sunny D, it's not orange juice. Okay, get it right, please. Thank you. But I gotta say, the combination's not bad. It's not bad at all. Better than I would have expected, to be honest. Is Blue Moon twist off? Oh, okay, I'm looking at the lid now. It definitely is, but whatever. Okay, turn this down a little bit. It's a little, it's simmering all right. Now I am noticing we're getting like some high like kind of thin clouds up in the sky. I don't think it'll ever be at the point where you can't see the sun, but it is not like necessarily like perfectly blue skies right now, but I think it's like close enough to the point where it's going to be fine the entire time. Let's see here. Okay, well, based on how fast the moon is moving over the sun, and it's not fast at all, I think we probably got, I mean, we know for sure we have at least another probably like 40 minutes, right? But yeah, I guess this is going to last a while. What time is it right now? Let me check. Guess we can kind of get a reference as to how long this is supposed to last. It is, wow, it's still an hour before totality. Okay, I didn't realize it was going to start like an hour in advance. That's actually pretty impressive. I sent your bank glasses, tell me you're from Indiana without telling you. I didn't actually get this from that's not my bank, but I got it from a friend who said like, I picked these up in the bank and I've got extras. You want one? I was like, sure, okay, works for me. So yes, got to represent, of course. Doesn't get noticeably darker until it's close to totality. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm still gonna have a piss soon. Yeah, the good news is there are porta potties over there, so I can go if I need to. And it's fine because no one's gonna steal my stuff, right? We'll probably just have to take our chances at some point. Oh, okay, I definitely just spilled a little bit. Okay. Smells good. I'll say that. All right. Let me clean this up. Paper towels. There. Gotta, of course, leave the park nice and pristine, just the way I found it. Okay. 99.4% coverage in Lafayette. Yeah, it was close. It was going to be extremely close where I live, but I figured, like, if I'm going to be that close, you might as well just go all the way, right? You might as well actually just get full coverage and drive an hour south. So, doing it for you, chat. You're welcome. Because I've heard evidently there's a difference actually between, like, almost total and, like, total. So I was like, all right, if I'm going to do it, like, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, right? Like, I'll do it right. What's up, Brilliant's coming in out with the tier 1 sub. Someone's getting kidnapped in the back just now. Well, not my problem. Your sub will go directly to the Hot Pockets, Doritos, and Joel Fund. Hey, buddy. USA Today. Yeah, I know it's supposed to happen at like 3 p.m., so that I knew it was coming then. I just was curious as to how early it was going to start doing the thing. Evidently, the answer is about an hour before. The more you know. Ugh. Each stream is looking more and more like a hot tub, piscine, and jacuzzi. Whoa. All right, this has probably been about 10 minutes now at this point, right? I feel like we're probably approaching the 10-minute mark, so I think we take this off the heat. We're going to have to let this cool down a little bit because we're going to have to mix it up a bit. So let's go in and turn off the heat now. And while it cools down, time to reveal to you a very, very exciting addition to SalvDali's cooking repertoire. Actually, before we do that here, I'll see if you can guys, you couldn't really see the Eclipse stuff before. Let me try again over the phone and see if it shows it any better. Because I can see when I look through the glasses now. Now the moon's probably covering maybe, like, I don't know, 15% of the sun. It's not much, but, you know, yeah, it's like an Eclipse cooking stream. I'm trying to give you guys the full experience, you know? I gotcha. All right, did I pour the tomatoes in yet? It's worse than my blood so far, bro. Okay, here you go. Very dark, very scary, I get it, but let's see how well this works. Okay. Okay. So now the moon is coming in at the bottom right. I don't know if you can see that all that well. Maybe you can barely see a sliver. There's definitely glare on the camera, so it's a little bit harder to tell than it is in real life, but there you go. I assume it'll become a lot more obvious once there's more coverage, but I got you, chat. I got you. All right, there you go. That's cool. Okay. That's cool. It's noticeable, is it? Neat. Okay. All right, come on. Stay safe, Joel. Be responsible. Be a responsible fish. Attaboy. Barely, but yeah. Yeah, well, it's only going to get better from here, right? Okay, so now I'm sure chat probably remembers the last time we tried to use a blender outside. And, well, what happened was, frankly, our blender basically died. It started smoking and releasing like this really blue-tinted chemical-smelling smoke, which was not great. So for the first time in 10 years, or maybe even more than that of my life, I've bought myself a new blender. You're welcome, chat. Funded directly by the Hot Pockets and Doritos Fund. So let's bust out our blender because we got to blend up the Rancheros sauce. Oh. And that's one of the reasons why this park is so awesome, because I looked this up in advance. It has electrical outlets in these little shelters. Neat. And the recipe actually calls for you to use a immersion blender. And whenever I hear that, I always think of my sister, because she's, and my mom, I guess, for that matter, because they're both super obsessed with, like, oh, we have the immersion blender. It's so cool. I don't own an immersion blender. I don't plan on buying one for one stream, so we're just using a regular blender. Calling that good enough. Okay. So you're welcome, Walmart. Burned $30 for this. Probably more than I paid for that first blender. Yeah, it looks like a blender, all right. Okay. So say goodbye to the old blender. Say hello to the new blender. Very different from the old one. Looks much more blendery. That's fine. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I need the instructions. I'd like to think I know how to use a blender. Okay. All right, now, really, it says that you only need to immersion blend the little mixture that we got here in the pan for like a good 20 seconds, so I can't imagine this is going to take long to blend. Should be a relatively quick process, so... Oh, there's an outlet right there, I guess. We'll just have to get this was going to use the other outlet, but those people are sitting right there, so I'm not going to walk right next to them. That'd be weird, so I guess I'll just use the other one. Fuck it, whatever. It's fine, okay. Might have to, like, hold the blender up in the air, but whatever. Okay, Alright. You're supposed to clean a blender when you take it right out of the box? Probably. I'm not gonna. So, that's fine. Okay, get that in there. How does this work? Okay, I got it. Nice. Okay, cool. So let me take you over to blender view, I guess. Very exciting. So we got an outlet over here. That's exciting. Right next to the trash can. Very, Oh, you know what? I did actually bring my own table. Let me just get that out. We just put that on the table. I knew I brought that table for something just in case. You never know, right? Perfect. Okay. Specialized blender exclusive table. How exciting. This table's been through a lot at this point. This has been through a lot of cooking streams. It has the scars and the kind of marks on it from plenty of previous cooking streams, including highlights like the balcony camping stream where we spilled wax all over it. It still has plenty of that on there. That's fun. Okay, that'll probably reach, right? Hold on, let me lift this up. I know you can't see it, but let me cook. Very excited, I promise. Oh, yeah. Okay. How exciting. Let me cook. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so let's get the blender. In before the blender just doesn't work, and we're just like, well, that's the end of the cooking stream. Survey says. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Okay. And let's see how warm the pan still is, because we don't want to, like, pour this into a plastic blender if it's still super hot. It's definitely still warm. That's fine. Okay, it never occurred to me that I'm going to have to pour this into the blender from the pan. I don't have, like, a ladle or anything. Overcast? It's not overcast. It's just like a little, like, high cirrus clouds, but you can still see the sun, I promise. So we'll be fine. Over the trash can? Well, yeah, but I don't want to spill any. Like, I guess, yeah, we'll do it over the trash can, but it's still going to suck if I spill some. All right, fine. Oh, careful, SpongeBob. Oh, okay, we got like 95% of it. That'll do. Definitely a little spillage, but it could have been a lot worse. All right. Plus, I think we'll have plenty of extra. I don't think I need actually all of this, so it's not the end of the world. Let me clean up the pan real quick. Unfortunately, this is the reality of cooking outside. You know, they sink that you can just, like, wash the pan in real quick. You kind of just have to do the ghetto wipe off with a paper towel and call that good enough. Whatever, it's fine. It's all eventually going in my stomach anyways. Okay. Now, just blend her up. Now, I guess, I don't know, it says to use an immersion blender, like I said, but the reality is that I assume a regular blender will probably take the same amount of time. It doesn't even say how long to use it, just says use an immersion blender to puree it. Okay. Sure. let's give it a shot. Oh, ooh, let me wipe up the blender. It's a little, it also has a bit of spillage on there. Definitely breaking this blender in its first time, getting it nice and sloppy. Okay. Okay. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, send it. Good. Ooh, it's got a pulse setting too. How exciting. Praise hail, praise Dale. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Funny thing is, that's probably the only thing we needed the blender for today. New blender slaps. Yeah, it actually works and doesn't spew blue chemical smoke the entire time, so that seems like an improvement of the old one. Alright, it is blending. Yeah. Alright, cool. Okay, I gotta get the view of Jill in there. Hey, buddy. Let's add some cream. We're supposed to add heavy cream to that now. Mix her up. Supposed to be, I think, a half a cup, right? Stir in a half a cup of heavy cream. Sure. I don't have a cup measure with me, so we're just going to kind of wing this as well. I think I think this whole thing is 1 cup. Yeah, 16 fluid ounces for this whole thing, so half of this. Sure. Ooh, that was nice and steamy still. Wow. Yeah, by the way, it doesn't look any dimmer outside yet. It still looks nice and, I don't know, like a regular sunny day so far. Yeah. That feels like about half. And then you're supposed to like mix it up, it says, and not like necessarily with a blender, but I feel like I could cheat and just use the blender here, honestly. I guess maybe we don't want it to, what's the term when like the cream gets all weird and nasty? I guess curdle, right? I guess that's working fine. Okay. Well, it looks like the picture of like what the recipe showed. The recipe showed just like, I don't know, a bright orange sauce, and looks pretty orange to me. Seems good. Okay. Cool. Let's give it a little taste test, shall we? Ooh, that's pretty tasty. It also it says add extra salt to taste, but I don't think that needs salt. We added some salt earlier, and I think it's... Honestly, dude, I could just drink this stuff right from the blender. Can we just call the cooking stream done? Like, there we go, we did it. we got our orange smoothie ready to go. All right. Nice. Okay, cool. So let's start working on the rest of the arrangement. That's like kind of like the main part that we had to cook. The rest is really just like crisping stuff up real quick over the stove, but it's not going to take long, nor are there many things to cook. So, okay. Just a grown man spooning sauce from a blender in a park during a total eclipse. Yes, sir. Hey, you know what? That's what content's all about, baby. Let's see someone do this 100 years ago. 100 years ago, they'd be like, oh my God, why is the sun going out? We're all going to die. And today it's just like, oh, science told us there's an eclipse, so let's stream and cook some delicious food. How far we've come as a species, huh? All right, speaking of the eclipse, by the way, let me take a look again, see if there's anything exciting to show once again. Once we get to like half coverage, I feel like it'll be obvious even on camera. Let's see here. I don't know, it's working its way there. It's probably like, maybe like 20% coverage now. I can't see anything, am I? Okay, yeah. Funny how like specialized these are. Like these are completely worthless for any purpose outside of viewing an eclipse. Outside of that, they're never useful. Okay. Well, on our way. Okay. All right, Joel. Safety first, bud. There you go. Oh boy. Oh. There you go. Okay, so let's work on the rest of the dish, shall we? Now we just have the ranchero sauce sitting there, and the faster we finish this dish, the better, because the ranchero sauce ideally is served warm, but it probably won't be warm by the time we're ready to go, but whatever. we'll do what we can. I look like a Power Ranger with those glasses? Thank you, I guess? I don't know. I'll take it. Alright, let's put the heavy cream into the cooler, which still has some ice in there. Sort of cold in there, in theory. Alright, get the stove back over here, and we fire this bad boy back up, and now we move on to part 2 of the recipe, which is the actual Huevos Rancheros. I will link the recipe that we're using in the chats from the same website. Oh, let's not have those fly away. That'd be unfortunate. Garlic, do your thing. Thank you. All right, so we're supposed to warm the ranchero sauce. Well, whatever. Yeah. So we're supposed to pour the beans that we have in a small sauce pot, warm over medium heat until simmering, then turn off the heat. Okay. So the camera's mounted. It's just windy. Settle down. Yeah, it's not that bad. That was like a little gust of wind, but overall it's fine. It says we're supposed to warm up the beans. Now, the recipe calls for black beans, but I'm more of like a pinto bean enjoyer myself, so I decided to use refried beans instead of black beans today. I'm sure both will be fine. I've seen plenty of huevos rancheros with refried, so I'm pretty sure that's not like too sacrilege of me. So it says warm the beans first, but refried beans will get really messy on the skillet, so let's actually go with the next thing first. Yeah, so let's go with let's do the chorizo first, shall we? That'd be tasty. All right, so we got to refire the stove, which we all know I'm so good at doing. Oh, careful, SpongeBob. Wait. Is that lit? I think so. Is that lit? Maybe? I think so. Okay, we're good. It's hard to tell. You can never see the flame in it when it's light outside. Firing up the chorizos in public. Whole place is going to smell delightful. Absolutely, dude. I don't eat chorizo often, but man, when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Okay. So let me get out the recipe bag for the huevos. Now, I gotta say, I'm sure chorizo comes in all forms of packaging, but here's the one that I got. So, totally fine and normal and completely standard and nothing really to say. Okay, anyways, yeah, let's do it. I guess we just kind of squeeze it out like meat poop, I guess. Supposed to do anything? Place chorizo in a large non-stick skillet, set over medium-high heat. Break the chorizo apart with a wooden spoon and brown for 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, Joel. Oh, careful, bud. All right. I'm just going to cut off the end and just kind of squeeze her out. Though I should, I guess, maybe wait for this to heat up a bit. Yeah. It is not warm at all yet. Okay. How does one properly cut into a chorizo package? There we go. Okay. Now, this will probably be a visual. Okay. Let's just send it and see what happens. Whoa. Careful now. Don't spill out of the bowl. That's never a good look. Well, that was perfectly normal and nothing to see here. Okay. I'm sorry, but the consistency of this chorizo is very questionable. Okay, just a totally normal cooking stream here on twitch.tv/SalvDali. Nothing to see here, folks. This is a family-friendly, wholesome Christian stream, of course, so naturally, Nothing but delicious food and nothing else. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so the pan isn't all that hot since the chorizo isn't actually really sizzling as far as I can tell. We need to wait a little bit longer on that. But let's break her up at least a little bit. That is a consistency, all right. Can you see it that well on camera? Let me see. Hold on. Might need to lift you up a bit, chat. Hold on. You can see it okay, but it could be better. Gotta lift you up more. There we go. That's better. Some chorizo. Okay. There we go. Now it's steaming up a bit. Cool. Now, I've never cooked chorizo before. I have no idea what it's supposed to look like once it's officially cooked, but I assume we'll just kind of be able to eyeball it and just tell. Mm-hmm. Could be time for another snot rocket soon, too. It's fast approaching that time. That is a consistency, all right. That is... All right. Okay. It's fine. Totally normal. It does look questionable. It smells fine, of course, but man, that is a look. All right. It's not rocket time. Let's do it. Ooh. Ooh. That was voluptuous. But... All right, what time is it now? It is 2:30. Okay, so let's let me take a look at the sun again. Let me just view it with my bare eyes real quick. Don't mind me. Okay, we're sort of getting there. Okay, now I'd say it's like a third coverage. Let me give you another look, chat. Just wait for that chorizo to cook anyways. It's gonna take about 10 minutes according to the recipe. All right, chat. Safety first. Safety first. Okay. There we go. Okay. Point you upwards. Okay. Safety first. All right, chat. Can you see anything? Doesn't really look like anything on cam, it feels like. It just feels like it's a circle still. I swear it's like covered now a little bit. It's like a third. It's still a yellow circle, but I swear it's like actually a third covered in reality when I look at it through with my eyeballs. Science lies. Yeah, eclipses don't actually exist. They're just illusions created by our eyeballs, apparently. Still looks almost complete. Yeah, it's funny when I look at it with my own eyes, like through the glasses. It's like a third covered, but yeah, on camera at least right now, it still just shows like a full circle. I mean, I assume once it's total, it's gonna have to look like legit, right? Mm-hmm. But it's cool that the glasses work with the phone. That's sick. Now you guys can actually see it as well once it happens. Neat. Ooh, just in time for the chorizo to start sizzling too. Boogie. All right, Joel. There you go, bud. Safety first. Oh, Joel. There we go. Now we're chilling. Now we are quite literally cooking with gas. Unsurprisingly, the chorizo is very oily, so I get the feeling like we're not really going to have to add more oil to the pan later. We can probably just use the oil that's already in here to cook the tortillas and maybe the beans, I guess. Because I think out of this package, it's already technically pre-cooked. I guess mostly this process right here is just to warm this up. Is it? What's the recipe say? It just says warm it up until it gets crispy. Okay. Right now it's still in the kind of meat poop stage, I guess. Sure. Recipe said 20 minutes. Ain't no way it's 20 minutes. No, the recipe says 5 to 10. Oh, you're saying the recipe like for the whole thing. That is always a lie, dude. There's never been a situation where like, oh, recipe said 20 minutes? Oh, it was actually 20 minutes. Like, that is always a giant lie. The recipe assumes like, oh, well, assuming you've made it 5 times already, and also you already pre-prepped all the ingredients, we're not counting that time. And oh, also, so we assume you're a professional chef who can cut and prep everything super fast. Plus, keep in mind, the recipe didn't include the time to make the ranchero sauce. That was like its own separate thing. The recipe assumes you already had ranchero sauce ready to go. So yeah, that's okay. I planned for like a 3-hour cooking session here, so it's fine. I knew it was going to take a while, hence why whenever I do like the outdoor cooking streams, I try to choose something relatively simple because I know it takes forever, and like with the outdoor setup, it's never going to be as convenient as an actual kitchen, right? All right. I don't know, I guess you're supposed to just wait till this is crispy. I don't know when like it gets to that point though. I mean, it seems like fine to eat as is already, right? It's good. Tastes like chorizo. By the way, in case you're wondering, this is pork chorizo. I know there's beef and pork, so I went with pork since that seems like the tastier, worse for you option. Oh, now, I will probably have to take a bathroom break here at some point, so when do I do that? The porta potty's like that way. There is a bathroom, but how much do I trust the general public? Yeah, Joel will watch. Yeah, true. So by the way, we're actually almost done. Keep in mind, all we have to do now is cook once the chorizo's done, and let me get a little metal tray out that we have for that. Once the chorizo is done, we need to cook the eggs. We need to cook really just warm the beans, not to cook the beans. And then we have to fry the tortillas, and then we're just good to go. The ranchero sauce was like the majority of it. Now this part's just kind of like the warming all the rest of the ingredients up. So relatively simple, relatively easy. Am I in the total eclipse path? I am indeed. Should be pretty cool. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go to the bathroom since that needs to be done. And I turned the heat on the chorizo down low. I'm going to choose to have faith in humanity. Okay. I'll give you a nice little close-up while we're chilling. All right. Chat, make sure fend off any invaders, okay? Be right back. Oh yeah, you can still hear me on the mic, can't you? Well, okay. How long is the range of this mic? Let's see. I tested it back when I went to the my friend when I walked back to the house, and it was like really, really far. So yeah, you'll probably hear this entire time, but that's fine. If anyone asks, I am watering the plants. Also, if anybody steals my phone, just yell really loud, okay? I'll hear you, I promise. Yeah, so right now it's still a sunny day outside, and if I didn't know there was an eclipse, I wouldn't be able to tell just because it doesn't look any different than it normally does outside. But actually, a lot of people here. Maybe I should bring you guys up here at some point because there's I don't know, maybe 1,000 people that are just sitting on this giant grassy open area, just like looking up at the sky. It's kind of funny. It's just like, wow, everybody look at the sun all at the same time. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool event. Okay, like I said, watering the plants. Indoors, of course, where it's wee for some reason. Oh, look, somebody left their little bottle of tea in here. That is tea, right? Yeah. Oh man, this fortunate tree, man. Oh, yes. How's that chorizo looking, by the way? Still good? Hope so. A little thirsty all of a sudden for some reason. Okay, plants have been watered. Nice. And there was like this kid that was waiting outside for me to finish, and he was like sitting there staring at me as I came out, like, "Oh, hello, small child. Hi, I'm a perfectly functional and safe adult." Okay. All right. I still see my phone at the shelter, so that's good news. Okay. Oh, I gotta say, I found a nice little gem as far as parks are concerned. I would definitely come back here in the future for future cooking streams because the one I'm at doesn't have it, but there's another shelter that's right next to mine that has actually a little fire pit, so you could actually have like a campfire in there if you wanted to, which is cool. Most public parks don't really seem to have something like that. Neat. Okay, no one stole the phone. Good news. And Joel's still guarding. All right, cool. How's the chorizo looking? Oh, looking good, I guess. Oh. Could you actually hear me the entire time, chat? Okay, based on the chat, I guess, based on comments, apparently, yeah. All right. Oh, there we go. Now it's looking crispy. Okay, cool. I guess that was the perfect amount of time to be away. Nice. I'd say this is about done. Cool. Looks interesting. It smells good, I can tell you that. Out of the way. Let's just get this on the tray. Another tray of magical Huevos Rancheros ingredients ready to go here. Okay. Next up, I guess we'll do we're supposed to do the eggs last according to the recipe. I guess we'll do the beans next. I don't know, the beans are just going to be kind of messy because they're refried beans, but oh well. I suppose if all the flavors meld together, it's not the end of the world since they're all being combined eventually anyways. All right. All right, next up, the beans. Great value, of course. That was weird? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just watering plants. What's weird about that? You guys are the ones that are weird. Refried beans kind of just stay in a paste? Yeah, I know, but they're just going to like make the pan kind of pasty, right? But oh well, that's okay. As long as they get warmed up, that's really all that matters, right? All right. All right, one more Eclipse check. I mean, we're getting sort of close, right? It's not that far away. It's only like 20 minutes, I think. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me show you again, chat. If you couldn't see it now at all, I'd be very, very surprised. All right, let me point you upwards. Okay. Safety first, chat. There you go. Okay, let's see here. What we got? Oh, look at that. Okay, you can definitely see it now. Like, you still can't see it super well, not nearly as pronounced as I can, but it's officially no longer a circle, right? Okay. That's cool. All right. Now, from my POV, it's like a third covered now. From my POV, it's actually closer to like 40% coverage now. But yeah, you can't tell as well, I guess, from this cam, but it is getting there. Neat. All right. Sorry, ceiling view. All right, let's heat up the beans, shall we? Man, live streaming is such a miracle, dude. The fact that I can just do this in 2024 is pretty cool. Gotta get Joel in there, of course. Hey, buddy. And child. There's actually some chorizo grease that are on the goggles now. That's fine. Okay. Let's open her up. Yeah, so it's kind of impossible to keep all this stuff warm, unfortunately. Like, by the time we're ready to serve, that's just the reality of cooking outside, I guess. I have this at home, I could just, like, fire up the oven, right? But we'll make do. How much of these are supposed to use? Probably not the whole thing, right? 9 ounces, and this is 16 ounces, so, like, about half of this, I guess. Sure. Here's another visual. Oh. There we go. A little bit more than half there. Cool. Oh, tastes like refried beans. Okay. So yeah, I assume once this gets warm, it'll kind of turn in very pasty, and then we'll pour it out, and that'll be good to go. But yeah, like I said, I'm more of a refried beans enjoyer than I am a black bean sort of guy. Black beans are fine, but when it comes to Mexican, just food in general, I'm always like a pinto over black beans person. Black beans just seem so, I don't know. The people that eat black beans are the same people that eat like wheat flour, and Almond milk. I don't know. If you're into that sort of thing, cool, but not for me. Same people that eat brown rice. That one too. Okay, now this is actually the first time where I'm noticing where I'm just looking outside. I know you can't tell on cam, but like this is the first time where I'm looking outside and I'm realizing like, huh, looks a little weird outside. It looks a little like dim for some reason. It's almost like the sun is like half covered. Kind of cool. I'm assuming on camera you won't really be able to tell like until it's like total, but I can at least confirm with my own eyeballs that it's looking like all of a sudden like a little weird outside. It's kind of cool. Black beans are better tasting to you. Personally, I don't see color in beans, so to me all beans taste equal, but you know, whatever. That's cool, dude. All right. Perhaps a bit more of the D. Twilight hour during midday. Now, it doesn't look like it's afternoon, or it doesn't look like it's like twilight. It looks more like it's just like, I don't know, it looks like the same colors, it's just dimmer. It's just kind of weird. It's as if like half the sun's covered. It kind of looks like that. Beans on toast. Thoughts? I mean, beans are good, toast is good. If you combine them together, I don't have a problem with it. It's not really something I eat all that frequently, but I mean, I can't really fault the Brits. No one ever gives any shade to something like butter on toast, right? So like beans is just a different spread. I don't discriminate. Some people are weird, like, oh, unless it's like super ultra high quality 5-star restaurant quality food, then oh, I won't eat it. Oh. But to me, like beans on toast, it's like putting butter on toast. Not fancy, but like nothing wrong with it. All right. I don't know. Like I said, we just have to warm these up. So like, I guess once they're warm, we're just good. And then I guess we'll bust out the tortillas next. Okay. Then the eggs, and then we're done. Neat. Now, this recipe I think is supposed to make something like 6 Huevos Rancheros. I don't need 6, of course, so I think I'll probably only cook 2 eggs, and then I'll just save the rest of the ingredients for later. I don't have a lid for this, do I? How am I going to take this home? I have no idea. I'll worry about that later. Whatever. All right. Well, I mean, beans are warm, so probably almost there. I mean, a straight drink from a full bottle of Sunny D. Do you think I'm degenerate enough to actually take this entire bottle of Sunny D and just chug this? I wouldn't do that. I'm better than that. God, that tastes like my childhood right there. Wow. That tastes like being in elementary school and it's lunchtime outside and I'm drinking my little Sunny D container. Chugging that D, yes sir. I'm getting vitamin C overload, yeah. What is vitamin C supposed to help again? It's not vision, is it? What's the one that the parents always like tell you? Like, oh, there's vitamin C, it's really good for something. I already had like 500 grams of sugar. Yeah, I've already drank a lot of this. That's fine. Okay. Scurvy, that's right. No scurvy for me. Perfect. Immune system, sure, why not? All right. So I'm gonna go and say the beans are fine now, right? Okay, yeah, now it's looking like very dim outside. It's kind of cool looking now all of a sudden. This is weird. Cool, but weird. All right, let me take these off. As suspected, yeah, a little sticky to the pan, so it's not optimal for cooking other stuff on the pan immediately after when you can't like have a sink to wash this, but we'll try our best. Guess I could use like a paper towel and kind of wipe it off a bit. Whatever, okay. Yep. Those are beans, all right. Let me wipe this off to the best of my ability so we can try to cook a tortilla on this and not have the tortilla just be coated in beans. Oh, careful, SpongeBob. It's still rather hot. Okay, there we go. Good enough. All right, another Eclipse check. Is it time, chat? I think it's time. Wipe the chorizo oil off my glasses. All right, let me take a look here first myself. Ooh, wow, we're getting close now. What time is it? We must be almost there. 12 minutes away from totality. Okay. This is getting cool. All right, let's show you, chat. There you go. Just finished your total eclipse in Texas. Was it bigger in Texas? I heard everything's bigger in Texas. I don't know. Or so I've been told. All right. I got chat. Safety first, of course. Okay, here's your glasses. All right. Little peepers. Oh, shit. Wow, it's still, like, shockingly not very apparent on camera. You can see it's obviously not a full circle anymore, so it's getting there, but it's much cooler in real life. I know that's not what you want to hear, but it's getting there. It's getting there. You can see, like, I don't know, a third of the sun covered now, at least according to the camera. According to my eyeballs, like I said, I can see a lot more. I can see it's like 2/3 covered now in reality. Is it good to look at this? We got the special glasses on. We're Gucci. Yeah. All right. We'll get back to this once we're getting closer, but we're getting good. We're getting good now. Eventually, we're just going to settle on Eclipse cam for a little while, I guess. Okay. But we also still have cooking to do. Let's not forget that. The lens flares are crescent shaped. Are they? Okay, I didn't notice that part, but that's cool. Hey, Joel. Hey, buddy. Just look up, forehead.
It's pretty. It's beautiful. It's more like third world.
Okay, yeah, now you can tell. It's getting, like, weirdly dim outside. This is a very strange phenomenon. In fact, maybe, do we just stop the cooking for now and just, like, pay attention to the sun? And like I said, it happens in, like, 15 minutes. I got time. Let's just warm up, like, a tortilla or two. Like I always warm up the one we're actually going to eat, like, right before we actually eat it. So let's just add a little oil to this, because we got to fry it up. According to the recipe, it says the tortilla only really needs to be in the pan for like 4 or 5 seconds on each side, so it shouldn't be a long process. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to describe what it looks like outside right now. It's just like dim. I know that's said that over and over again, but it's just like, it's not like it's twilight, so it's like none of the colors are really different per se. It's just like the sun is now like less intense. It's just like there's less of the sun peeking through, which obviously is exactly what's happening. All right, I want to look again. Show me more, show me more. Here, I'll give the money shot of me. Wow, it's that streamer looking up at the sky. Whoa. Getting there. It looks like a crescent moon now. Now it looks like the same shape that you would normally see like the moon be. That's pretty fucking cool, man. Now, I know once we get to the part where it's a total, we'll see like the little ring around the whole sun, but right now I don't see any part on the other side. That's cool, because you can see, oh man, it's getting close, man, it's getting close. That's cool. And these glasses are working because my corneas are not fried out of my eyeballs. That's good. All right, all right. All right, let's cook a quick tortilla, and then we'll give you a Eclipse view again. God, it is weirdly dim out here. This is very strange.
It's hilarious. I'm obsessed with 90 Day
Did I add too much oil to this? Nah, it's fine. Oh yeah, that's not heating up at all. I definitely needed to get it hotter, don't I? Come on. These people next to me right now are talking about 90 Day Fiancé and how much they love it. It's the same show that Wubby watches on stream. If you're a Wubby enjoyer, I desperately want to say like, oh, I've seen that too, but I'm not going to be that guy. Come on, come on. All right, yeah, we definitely need to wait till the next one's hotter, because this one isn't really frying. It's more just like kind of soaking in oil. Not really what you want, right? Okay, it kind of fried up a bit. All right, I mean, it's not ideal, but okay. Not horrible. I think I'll add less oil, though, next time. I think that was a mistake. Wow, that's weird outside. It's like, it kind of looks like as if, it looks a little similar like when there's a fire, and so like there's a bunch of smoke in the air. this one's good already. So when there's like a bunch of smoke in the air, so it just gets like weirdly dim and apocalyptic looking outside, except there's no weird tint to the sky. It's not like there's no orange tint of smoke. It's just dimness without the color. If that's the best way to describe it. I don't know how else to say, but very interesting. Let me turn this down. I think we're officially just to the point where now we'll just look at the sky for a little bit. Yeah, it puffed up nicely. It's not very crispy, so I think, like I said, we need to get this hotter. We'll just let this heat for a while and let the oil just chill in here and hopefully do its thing over the next, like, 10 minutes or something. Then we'll be chilling. Cheers, Jack. Cheers to, I don't know, an eclipse. Kind of cool. Never get to see this sort of thing. And boiler up. Boiler up. If you're a sports ball enjoyer, then you know what I'm talking about. Go Purdue tonight. Let's win the natty, please. That'd be pretty sick. I'm just saying. All right, checking again. It's getting there. It's getting there. I mean, do you want me to show you again? I mean, it's probably not going to look that much different on cam, but it's like, I'd say at this point we've got like 80% coverage of the sun. Probably approaching 90 at this point. Ooh, it's getting close. It's getting close. And like, I don't know if you can tell, but like, does it look any different on camera? Like as far as like the lighting outside? Because to me, like now it's noticeably dim outside. Not really. Yeah, I like the camera's right is meant to show like any lighting level, right? So yeah, I guess to you guys it looks completely normal, but all right, let me just show you the sun again. Maybe you can. I don't know how well it's gonna show up, but like it's getting close to completely covered, so like it's got to be like to the point where you're almost gonna be able to see the thing happening here in a second. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Now, in reality, it's even more covered than what you guys are seeing right now, but we're getting there. Yeah, it's kind of amazing, actually. You can see the crescent shape on cam now, but I can tell you that, like, in reality, like, it's much more covered than it looks right now. It's like 90% covered now. there's what it looks like without the glasses on. A giant ball of fire still. Neat. How much totality is it going to get where I'm at? It is supposed to get to 100%. I actually drove down. I live an hour north of where I am right now. And it was supposed to be like 99% coverage where I live. So I was like, well, that'd be pretty cool. But like, I could also drive an hour south and just see like the full thing, right? So I feel like if this only happens like once in a lifetime, like, all right, fuck it. You might as well just like go down and experience like the real thing, right? Maybe change the exposure setting on my cam. I'm not going to mess with it now. It's fine. It's good as is. Okay. It's like 95% covered now. So I know like once we get to the point where it's like fully covered, we're going to be looking for like the corona sort of thing. Also, please, I hope the internet doesn't die. This is something I read online that apparently like cell phone connections might get really, really terrible when the eclipse happens because everyone's trying to like stream it and send videos and blah, blah, blah. So if the stream dies at the absolute worst time possible, I apologize in advance, but that's a possibility because I can already see the connection starting to struggle a little bit. But if anything, like worst case scenario, I guess I'll just record it and then go live as soon as it's good to go. But let's hope we can just stream this entire thing, shall we? At the moment, at least, we're still holding strong. Cheers, chat. It is weird outside right now. It is very strange. I know you can't see this on cam, but like, it's like someone's like turning the sun off. It's like an adjustable, like different voltage light bulb, and so someone turned on like the lowest voltage now. But you still can't look at the sun though. You still got to use the glasses. So turns out the sun's still really bright, even when it's at like 10% capacity. Neat. Also, it's kind of funny right now. You can see everybody around me, just like everyone's just looking up at the sky. I'll just a quick little tour of like what I'm talking about. Like, oh, wow, look at the sky. Wow. And like, there's a ton of people up above that little hill over there, but I don't feel like walking all the way over there. But okay. The glare goes away. Yeah, I've heard that like once it's actually like total, you can actually just look at it with your bare eyeballs. So incoming blindness when it's not actually total yet, and I try to look anyways. It's weird how normal it looks out with this much occlusion. Yeah, it's funny on cam. Like I'm looking at the cam, like yeah, you're right. It's like oh, it looks like normal to me, but I can promise you that like in real life, it's a very strange phenomenon right now. It's you know what's like? Okay, it's like somebody put like a white tablecloth over the sun. So it looks like what you'd imagine if there was like a like a filter like over the sun right now. Don't look during totality with glass or without. The internet said it was okay, but all right, fine. Noticeably dim now, is it? Is there any mod here that can just like nuke this guy? Because I can't nuke this guy right now, I don't think, with my mobile phone. It's absolutely not okay. Mod you? I can't mod you during a mobile stream, man. My chat. Actually, oh wait, no, I got my laptop right now. I think I can nuke him on my laptop. Hold on. Forgot about that. Does it feel colder? I don't really notice anything. Oh, thank you, Murloc. Okay, clutch. I don't really feel any noticeably colder at all. No, feels about normal to me. Well, okay, now it's probably just a placebo, but now that you say that, like, oh, well, maybe it's a little chillier. I don't know. All right. Oh, man, we're close, dude. We're close. Let me show you again. Oh, careful, chat. Wow, that is amazing how, like, it still doesn't look all that great on cam. I mean, you can see it, like, obviously it's partially covered on camera, but there's only a tiny, tiny sliver of the sun left in like IRL. That's actually impressive that it still shines so brightly even through how much it's covered right now on cam. But you can kind of get the sort of idea, right? It's certainly not a full circle anymore, that's for sure. I don't know if you can see like the lens flare looking like crescents like some dude said earlier, but okay. NASA told you can look during without protection during totality. Yeah, that's what I read as well. I'll maybe just take like a really quick glance. It'll probably be something like a sort of thing. It's getting close. What is it supposed to be? 3:04 p.m. is what chat said. What time is it now? I don't have a clock on me. My phone's my clock. Wow, that is eerie looking outside right now. This is weird. Murloc, hey bud, by the way, could you like keep an eye out for these weirdos here? I'll ban this one. I think I got this one, but yeah, this is a little cringe, All right, it's 3 p.m., so apparently 4 minutes until totality. People are cheering like mad on a live stream. We're all chill here. We're not freaking out yet, right? I'll freak out only for like 5 seconds. How about that? I'll be like, that meme, like that guy. 4 minutes and counting, right? Man, there's only like a tiny little sliver now left at this point. That's pretty cool. Will I cheer and clap with the normies? I will not. No, that's weird. In fact, I will purposely stay really mad and really grumpy. Wow, you still really can't see it at all there. Boiler, black out the sun, Hattie Champs. Yeah, hopefully this is an omen. I don't know. It's like we're the first school to land on the moon, right? So like it's an omen that the moon is gonna beat the sun. Sure. Do I need to put the glasses over the camera? I mean, I trust you. Trust me, you can't see jack shit if I don't have it on the camera. Like that's not gonna show you anything. Okay. T minus like 2 minutes, right? Can I see the horizon where I'm at? I can't. No, but like. It's a little hazy. It's not cloudy, but it's like hazy outside. So because of that, I can't really see wouldn't really be able to see anything on the horizon much anyways. If you can see the darkness coming. I cannot, no, but. Oh, we're close. We're close. 2 more minutes, evidently. But yeah, no, it's a little too bad. I guess if I was in like a true open field or something, I could see it better, but I cannot. Unfortunately. All right. Apparently like a minute and a half or so until it happens. Come on, nature, I'm waiting. Come on. I'm ready to see the thing. Come on. By the way, it's kind of funny. If I look this way, I can't see anything through these glasses. Like the sun is literally the only thing I can see through these. Is it safe to look at it like for more than like a few seconds when you have the glasses on? Is that okay? Or like am I still gonna burn my corneas out if I stare for like 20 seconds or something? Oh, it's so dim. Can you guys tell on cam yet? No, it's still so normal on cam. It's so weird. How is there still a shadow? I mean, there's a tiny, tiny sliver of light left. That's why. Like the sun's still pretty bright, even if it's like it's still there's still sunshine on like Jupiter, for example, even though it's way farther away. But it's getting close. There's only like an extremely tiny sliver left. Once again, let's do it. All right. Come on, baby. Come on, stream. Don't die on me now. It's getting a little scuffed because I assume everybody else is like showing their mother, like, oh my god, look at this, mom. Look, mom, an eclipse, no hands. Come on, stream. Don't die on me, bud. Okay. Oh, it's funny, actually, when I put the glasses specifically over the camera. Oh, that's why. It's because like the bitrate doesn't need to be good when it's over the camera. Okay, never mind. Connection's fine. Cool. It does kind of look like twilight non midday. Yeah. God, that looks so weird. Holy, okay, now it's getting really fucking weird. All right. It's getting like... Now it's as if like somebody put like 5 blankets over the sun. This is getting very spooky looking. This is cool. This is sick. Still not total yet. I'm still not seeing the ring around the sun. I'm just waiting for the... God, I really should have brought a Corona like someone said earlier. That would have been so much smarter than the Sunny D plus the Blue Moon, but someone else is smarter than I am. That being said, cheers. Cheers to the Sunny D plus Blue Moon combo. Not bad. Worth a try. Just saying. Yeah, all those ingredients, by the way, are going to be super cold by the time we need to eat this, but I got close to finishing the dish before the eclipse happened. I was so close. I was so close. Oh, well. Okay, there's only like a tiny little like curved line of the sun left. Oh, we're so close, dude. We're so close. Come on, baby. Do the thing. Let me show you on cam again. Oh, it's okay. You gotta be able to see this on camera now, right? Right? Oh shit. Okay, it's only like barely left. The sun's barely trying to hold on, but it's like we don't have enough power. Merely a sliver. Yeah, it's just a tiny little line at this point. What's it look like on camera? Still bright as fuck. Okay. All right, let me look at this with my glasses again. Oh, it is so weirdly... Okay, you know what it looks like now? It looks like as if... Okay, I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is fucking amazing. Holy shit. It's like dark now. It looks like there's like a thunderstorm about to start. Like it looks like there's a bunch of... Like that weird ambient lighting of a thunderstorm. Oh, it's almost gone, dude. People are starting to cheer. Okay. Woo. Okay, now I can't see. Oh, shit, there it is. That's so cool. Okay, I can see the total now. That's so fucking cool. I know you guys can't really see this on cam, but like, oh my god, I can actually see like the ring. That's actually so fucking cool. I don't even need the glasses because like, you can't even see it through the glass. That is so cool. Holy fuck, man. I know you guys can't really see this on cam. Sorry, but like, oh, hi, hello. Don't do that. Dude, that's so fucking cool. Whoa. Holy shit. It's so dark outside. Now you can tell, right? Look at this. It looks like it's nighttime now. Put the glasses on. Okay. I don't even think you can see it now, right? Yeah, it literally doesn't show up through the glasses. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see, like, right when I take these glasses off, right? God, it's like the exposure's way too fast, right? But like, I think you saw like a tiny brief. Oh yeah, there you go. Like right when I put the glasses on, right? Like barely when I put them on. I know you gotta look really close, really fast, but like you can kind of see it now. Yeah, like there you go. Hey, look at that, chat. That's fucking cool, dude. That's pretty fucking cool. What a scene. This is sick, man. It's so dark outside too. Look at this. That's so cool. This is fucking poggers. I didn't know if this would be cool or not, but like that's really fucking cool. I'm just looking at it. I'm just staring at this. I'm fucking pogging, man. This is actually legitimately cool. I've never seen anything like this in my life before. This is so fucking interesting. And like how it looks outside right now, it's so weird. It's like nighttime. Look at this shit. That's so fucking cool. No shit. Do I see stars? I do. I don't know if it's a star, but like, look, I can see that. That's probably a planet, but still. Is it cold in the tank top? It's not like cold, but it's definitely chillier now. No doubt about that. It got a little chillier. And I don't even need the glasses now. Now you can just see it. That's pog as fuck, dude. Okay, hold on. Let me do the thing. Okay, hold on. Oh. Chad, take pictures, because I can't take pictures right now, right? It's on you. It's on you to do the thing. Come on, Chad. Screenshots. Dude, this is so fucking sick, man. You don't even need the glasses. This is so cool. Perfect YouTube thumbnail. Yeah, dude. Like, it still looks even more amazing in real life. Like, in real life, this looks fucking just like, it's a perfect line around the sun. Like, just like a perfect glowing line around the sun. Like, on cam, like, you can start to see, I guess it's starting to go away now, right? But like, in real life, it's like such a distinct line of like, of light and dark. Satan be gone. No. Dude, how fucking cool is this? Yeah, I think... Alright, now you can see the sun's starting to peek out a little bit on the other side, so we're about to be blinded again, but... Alright, okay. I'd say this is worth it, man. This is cool. Alright, and now it's back. Hey, welcome back, sun. We're not gonna die. Okay, I'll do a little... Woo! That was cool. That was sick as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. Are you happy, chat? Are you happy you saw it? I'm happy you saw it. That was cool. Now, a tiny little sliver coming back. All right. Let's watch it get light again. And just like that. Wow. Huh. Neat. That was a legitimately once-in-a-lifetime experience right there. I hope you guys got like a decent view of it. Like, I don't know how well it showed up in cam, but like for me, man, that was... that's something not even a camera can truly capture, it feels like. That was just something, like, that was really unique looking. That was so fucking cool. Holy shit. I didn't know if this was going to be cool or not. I didn't know if I was just going to be like, okay, whatever, it's dark. But nah, that was fucking awesome. I'm glad I went to the totality area, too. Do it again. I'll see you again in 40 years, bud. Sure, why not? Saved you an expensive trip? Yeah, you're welcome, I guess. And now just like that, like, oh, it's light again. Cool. Oh, that was cool, man. That was cool. You know what's shocking? Like, the sun, like, you can see, look how fast it got light again. Look how fast, like, all of a sudden it's just, like, back to being, like, normal looking. Now, in reality, it's still pretty dark outside. It's still really dim, but, like, it's actually just, like, insane how fast, like, on camera, it's just like, oh, yeah, back to normal. Like, nothing ever happened. Oh, I'm so glad I saw the total, man. That was so cool. Imagine what a mindfuck this was for our ancient ancestors 10,000 years ago. Can you imagine? Like, this is sort of thing where, like, you talk and you write about how, like, the world is ending. Like, this is where probably, like, the stories of, like, the rapture are talked about, how, like, you know, this is where people start to believe in God, right? Like, this shit happens and you have no idea it's coming, and all of a sudden the sun just goes out and you're like, are we all gonna die, or... Oh, all right, and, you know, to finish this off, you know what we need? This little snot rocket, because it's been a little while. Oh, all right. Yeah. Anyways, we got some Huevos Rancheros to cook, boys. I don't know about you guys, but I think we got to get back to the cooking, right? We got to get back to the important part. That sound, hey, you know what? Needs to be done. I'm still getting over that being sick from like last week. It's still lingering, all right? So it's natural. It's natural. Look at the sun one more time. Yeah, just like it's shocking how like there's only like 98%, like the sun's still like 98% covered right now. Like, let me just show you again. Let's see if you can see. The sun is still really, really, really obscured. And yet, like, it's insane how fast it goes back to just looking like it's normal outside again. Like, there's even less of it than it shows on cam, I promise. The con you could pull in a civilization if you knew the time/place was going to occur back in the day, exactly. Like, you know, you arrive at like some ancient civilization, be like, I will blot out the sun today, behold my power. Yeah, dude. I'm so glad that the glasses over the camera work, too. That's cool. All right, should we get back to cooking? Because we still have Huevos Rancheros to cook up, and this oil is definitely getting nice and hot. So I think it's time we do the thing, boys. That was cool. Come on, chat. Are you going to tell me that wasn't cool? That was cool. That's for the boys out there that didn't necessarily live in a place where there's an eclipse. That was fucking cool. I'm not going to lie. I'm really, really glad now I went to go see that, like, where I am, instead of, like, the 99% coverage, because to get, like, the true corona effect, that was sick. I'm not gonna lie, that was so fucking cool. Holy shit. I wish you guys could really, really, truly see what it looked like in real life. I definitely gotta turn this down, it's getting really hot. I don't want that oil to burst into flames. Okay, anyways, that was pretty cool. I'm glad, Chad. Hopefully you enjoyed. I did. I'm still kind of just like hyped over that. That was like I can see now why people were like cheering and clapping. Okay, you know what? Europeans making fun of us. You're just jealous you don't have an eclipse. Because if you did, you probably would have done the same thing. All right, all right. There we go. That's fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Last time you saw an eclipse, you were 8 years old. I've only ever seen a partial one where it was like a third coverage. I've never seen it come anywhere close to that. It's so much different. Like when it truly gets total, when it's truly like a complete 100% total eclipse, it looks so much different than like even like a minute before that. That was truly breathtaking. Oh yeah, oh yeah, there we go. And thank you, mods, for doing your thing. I don't know why these weird bots are coming in at this time, but appreciate you guys sniping them. Back to cooking. All right. Oh, that was fucking neat, man. That was so cool. It lasted longer than I thought it would. I thought it was only going to be a thing for like maybe 20 seconds or something, but that went for a good like what, like 2-3 minutes or something? Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Okay, let's add a little bit more oil. This pan's pretty hot, so I don't want this to burst into flames or anything, but definitely want to get a little bit of fry on our tortillas, right? Okay, and now we can proceed to cook our Huevos Rancheros sunny side up. In case you were confused as to why I'm cooking Huevos Rancheros, that's the only connection. Is like, well, it has eggs and they're going to be cooked sunny side up, so that kind of counts. Some would say it was awesome. Yeah, there's few things in my life that have been just that unique and that just like, whoa, I've never seen anything like this before. What the fuck? That was, I'm honestly like with the way like you feel like the moon's big and you feel like it rotates around the Earth. It feels like it should happen more often, but I've never seen that before, so I guess it doesn't. All right. Pretty sure Alex Jones just invented that and just put like a giant spaceship in space to block the sun. And he's trying to turn the frogs gay and make us believe that there's a moon that actually exists. I'm not buying it for a second, Alex. Not for a fucking second, dude. Do I still think the Earth is round? I mean, I don't know, man. Like somebody just put a giant disc over the flat Earth and just covered the sun. So, okay, it is a little questionable. Not gonna lie. Checkmate, round earthers. Nice and puffy. Oh, wow, the transition for how like it doesn't really like start to get dark until like right before it happens, and then all of a sudden it just goes like whoosh, and just like the light just completely disappears. Fascinating, dude. Also, I definitely didn't look at like the different colors to see if the different colors looked weird, but oh well. Also, yeah, I don't have like a traditional spatula, so I'm just trying to use this ghetto ass spoon. It works, whatever. So I think this recipe is supposed to make 6 Huevos Rancheros, so we're going to use 6 of these tortillas. I'm not going to do all the eggs, though. I can just cook the eggs on demand whenever I need it, but I'm going to cook all the tortillas up so that way we can enjoy this shit after the fact as well. Okay, that was tortilla number 3, right? Yeah. 1% sunlight still bright. Yeah, that's the weird part about it too, right? Like you expect like once there's just a little sliver left, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, well that's not like wow, that looks so weird. But like even when there's like just a tiny sliver, it's still just like shockingly bright outside. And like through the camera, like you couldn't even tell that like anything was happening, right? It's literally only once it's completely covered that all of a sudden it just goes like from like still like 60% brightness outside to just like whoomph, it's just dark. Oh yeah, look at that puff, baby. Let's go. Look at that puff. I think that tortilla I'm cooking is round too, I bet. All right, by the way, it's time to bust out the final blue moon. We have successfully combined the moon and the sunny D. And now it's time to take the victory lap, huh? I am somewhat of an enjoyer of the D, so don't mind if I do. Twist top, huh? How convenient. All right, should probably get this tortilla out, though. Oh. Yeah. It's 4, okay. feel like I'll go lighter on the Sunny D this time, just because you're right, it is a lot of sugar I'm drinking. Maybe I'll just add a little splash this time. That'll work. Not like beer doesn't have any sugar in it, but whatever. Feels better. Ah, down that D. Don't mind if I do, brother. Ah, yes. Okay. 2 to go. That was cool, man. That was cool. I'm glad I came down here to do this. And I was really worried that the stream just wouldn't work because I hadn't been to this location before, so I didn't know for sure if I could live stream it. And so, like, I was going to record it if the live stream didn't work. But, man, that was cool to do live. That was really cool to be able to, like, experience that with you guys, like, as it happened and not, like, after the fact. Because it'd been lame and I'd just been like, oh, I promise, like, it looked really cool yesterday. Don't worry, I'll show you guys soon. Turns out that 1% of 384.6 septillion watts per second is still a lot. Imagine that. The sun is still really bright. Who could have seen that coming? Needed more oil for this one, but whatever. Last one will be the one that we actually use, I guess, to eat. All right, all we have to do after this is in the eggs, and then we're ready to go. Cool. Pepe noted the sun is bright. Yes, sir, that is how that works. Okay. And a tiny bit more oil for the final one. The final one's the one we're actually going to eat. Cool. That's the government coming to take away the giant block that they just put in front of the sun. That's the airplane that's currently dragging away the big old banner they put on top to cover the sun and cheat people into thinking that the sun was being eclipsed by the moon. And all that you touch, and all that you see, and all that you hate, and all you feel, and all that you love, and all that you hate, and all you distrust, and all you save, and all that you eat, and everyone you meet, and all that you slight, and everyone you fight, and all that is now, and all that is gone, and all that's to come, and everything under the sun is in tune, and the sun is eclipsed by the moon. Bum, 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 bum. There is no dark side of the moon, really. Matter of fact, it's all dark. Huh. The more you know. Thank you, Roger. That would have been sick if I could have played that, but can't play music during my mobile stream, sadly. Glad I had a fun day. That was cool, man. And like, it's a Pog day in general because not only is it an eclipse today, which was really fucking awesome, not gonna lie. I also get the privilege of watching my school, my university, play in the national championship game for basketball tonight, which is also pretty cool. Pretty poggers, as the kids would say. Huh? Looking forward to that. Also, this oil was not hot enough yet. Oh well. Purdue's gonna lose though. We'll see, man. Like, yeah, we're not favored, and like, you know, it's not. We're not the favorite. We're not expected to win. I get that, but I think we have a chance. I think our team's good enough to beat anyone in the country. We can beat them. I'm not gonna say we are. I'm just saying we can. So, at the very least, I'm hoping for a competitive game. It might not be like. It's not a surefire win, nor is it even a likely win. But like, if we can at least be competitive and it's a good game, like all the way through, and like, you know, with 5 minutes to go, we still have a chance. I'll take that. That'd be enough. Anyway, we have a clip of the eclipse. You missed it. An eclipse? Eclipse? Okay, never mind. Oh, that's a little much, but that's fine. Put a hundo on Purdue? Well, for the sake of your wallet and nothing else, I hope they win. Okay. That's got crispy. Maybe a little crispier than we prefer, but that's okay. I don't mind a crispy Huevos Rancheros. That's fine. Also, yeah, this is definitely cold now. This is definitely cold now. I'm sure the ranchero sauce is definitely cold now. So this is gonna be a relatively cold huevos rancheros, but well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It'll still be tasty. I'm pretty sure. Okay, and then final thing we do is just throw some eggs on there. Cool. Oh yeah, well we got to prep some avocado, but I'll do that after the eggs are cooked. Whatever. Let's get a plate ready to go too, because we'll need to toss these eggs on top of the tortilla, right? Okay, let's turn that down. It's getting a little smoky. All right, so I guess you could, in theory, cook eggs any way you want to with Huevos Rancheros, but I think for today it makes only sense to do sunny side up, right? Oh, there we go. Didn't break the yolk. Pug. That was cool, man. That was cool. I'm glad I got to see that. I can check that off my life accomplishment list. Like, yep, check. Seen a total solar eclipse. Neat. Do you flip sunny side up eggs? You don't, right? You just keep them as is and then wait till the bottom gets crispy and then throw her on there? All right. Is that a thing? I should have read the recipe, probably. Doesn't say, just cook them sunny side up. Okay, sure. Whatever. Also, I don't really have a flat spatula, so I don't really know how I'm going to get these out, but it's a non-stick skillet, so in theory they should just kind of slide off, I guess. Maybe. Flipping makes them over easy? Does it? I don't know. Okay, so don't flip them, huh? Just keep them as is? Okay. It feels like the bottom would get burnt by the time the top is like kind of ready to go. Because you want like all the white cooked, right? I know you don't want the yolk necessarily fully cooked, but don't we want the white kind of mostly done? Oh, the yolk is definitely breaking on that one. Well, okay, that's fine. So one's going to be sunny side up, the other one's going to be whatever you call that. Then flip it if you're a pansy. Well, I ain't no little bitch, so. Also, those people are not here, at least. They're not gone because they left their stuff here, but quick story, okay? So, I got to this park. Wait, shit, they're coming back now. Okay. You'll have to save it for tomorrow. Sorry, chat, they're coming back. There's a story, though, I promise. I didn't randomly set up in front of these people just to be like, hey, I'm going to stream here. Yeah, get fucked. Like, no. Okay, whatever. Anyways, this is done. This is done, right? Is that done? We're calling that done. Whatever. The yolk is, like, not cooked, but, like, doesn't need to be if it's sunny side up, right? We want it to be runny. That's the point. Okay, whatever. We're done. All right. Chat, tell me someone we're done. Someone tell me that we're done and I can take this off and eat this and not die. Anyone? Chat? Polish champ? I'm going to burn them. 30 more seconds? Rugs are fine. Well, I know they're fine, but, like, hard to tell, TBH. Okay, hold on. Probably fine? Question mark? We're going to call it good enough. Whatever. I don't mind runny eggs. I don't have an issue with that. Oh, don't want to break the yolk, ideally. Oh, okay, hey. Okay, the other yolk, yeah, definitely broke, but whatever. One of two ain't bad. Okay, there we go. Nice. All right. I'm not going to bother cooking the rest of the eggs because I don't need to. I'm not eating all that many. So I'm going to just like pour a little bit of the ranchero sauce inside of the pan, heat that back up, and then we'll serve. Cool. That was relatively nice timing, huh? Let's see here. So just warm this. Is there any like order we're supposed to do this in? There's no real specific order, so whatever. We're just going to heat this up a bit. I don't know how much we're going to put on here, but... Oh, that's really hot. Sure. Here's the ranchero sauce we made that took us like an hour to make before the actual Huevos Rancheros. We're just absolutely soak this bad boy once we've heated it up a little bit, and I think we're already pretty good. Look at that. That's a nice little orange puree, huh? Turned out nice. Okay. Okay. That's like enough, right? I want to absolutely like drench it ideally. Let's go ahead and turn the stove off. I think we are officially good to go on that front. Cool. Right, let's add all the stuff. So we got the stuff over here, right? So let's add the chorizo. Okay. It's still brunch time, right? The sun's still out, so it counts as brunch in my book. Little chorizo. Okay. Little beans. I definitely should have put the beans first, shouldn't I have? Oh well. Presentation-wise, I'm sure you could do better than this, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure it's going to taste just fine as is. Okay, chorizo. Okay. Okay, really should have considered cutting up the avocado earlier than this, but let's add some avocado, because we got that too. Oh. Anything I'm missing? What was I supposed to add? Oh yeah, I gotta add the cheese as well. We'll add that last. Cut myself during cooking stream? No, that was a thing from earlier. I didn't cut myself. This is literally, it started before stream. It was not anything cooking related, shockingly enough. I literally just ripped a cuticle off my finger right before stream started just because I'm, I don't know, dumb like that, and started just profusely bleeding and wouldn't stop. So I had to use some clever duct tape solution for that. All right. Slice out a bit of avocado out of here. Certainly don't need a full avocado, but like, I don't know, quarter I think is fine. A spoon. Okay. Add some color to this dish. I like it. I like it. Nice, nice. Okay. And then finally, some queso fresco. Because yes, your boy's authentic and got the real Mexican crumbly cheese stuff. Queso fresco. I trust I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've probably had this before, but I don't really know exactly what I've had it in before. Probably just, I don't know, Huevos Rancheros. Where, just get this with a knife or, sure. I don't really know what the consistency of this is going to be, but let's find out. The recipe says to crumble, so I assume it's going to be something like, I don't know, feta cheese maybe? Let's see here, can I just kind of like... Okay, so it's sort of solid, but not like rock solid. It's just kind of like this. Okay, sure. Oh, okay. Like that? Seems good, seems good. Probably bought way too much now that I look at this, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. I'll just try a hunk of this, see what it's like. Tastes like mozzarella. Mozzarella, but maybe like slightly more sour, I guess. That's pretty good. Okay. Not bad, not bad. All right. And that, kids, is officially done. I think we're good. That's it. So let's move this stuff out of the way and dig in. All right. Oh, that looks good, man. Look at that. It only took me 3 hours. Okay. All right. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Now, I don't know how authentic this is, but like, are we going to try to say that doesn't look delicious? That's pretty pog. The ranchero sauce, the avocado, the cheese, the egg peeking through, the chorizo. Looks delicious. I don't know. We're about to find out, but I'm looking forward to this. Looks tasty. Let's do it. Okay. Oh man, what a day! I'm glad this worked well. I'm always worried about like whether streams are going to work well or not when it comes to like technology, because like there's never a guarantee that connection will work fine. There's never a guarantee that like location will be good. There's never a guarantee that the cooking itself is going to work out. It's one of those rare streams where just like everything just worked. That's so nice. I'm definitely keeping this park in mind for future streams because this park is clutch, dude. This park is like perfect, man. Perfect for cooking, perfect connection. Oh, perfect settings, comfy. Got the little shelter to keep you in the shade. No, yeah, not a single F. Like, knock on wood. But yeah, not a single F. Pretty sick. Not gonna lie, that was cooler than you expected. That was cooler than I expected. Not gonna lie, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it'd be like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, that's interesting. But like, man, when it actually happens, that's just like, it's so unique. It's just so like, not like anything you've ever seen in your life. It's just like it looks like it doesn't look real. It looks like magic. It just looks like something that was like computer generated or something, even though it's like you can see it with your eyeballs. Okay, let's say we dig in, shall we? The darkness everywhere was awesome. Yeah, the speed at which it went from being still sort of light outside to just like dark was like, it felt almost instant. It was like insane. All right, anyways, none of that, enough of all that. Let's try something, shall we? I am hungry. Okay. So let's get a little of everything here, right? Let's get the tortilla, get the chorizo, get some of the egg. Get the beans. Toss a little avocado on there. Okay, get some of the queso fresco on there. This is gonna be kind of messy, isn't it? Yeah, okay, well, let me cut that, I guess, in half. My dad just sent me a text like, here's a time lapse from where I was at. I took it with my telescope. I'm like, I was only 50% coverage in California. Pfft. Imagine being somewhere where it was only a half eclipse. Not a good look. All right, bon appetit, Chad. Ooh. That chorizo, man, that's tasty. I got a bite with more chorizo in there. That was like the chorizo itself is like, surprise, surprise, really, really good and really flavorful. Okay. California BTFO, yeah. A rare W for Indiana. California can brag all it wants about its cool weather and cool beaches and mountains, whatever, but we got the full eclipse, they didn't. Turns out the state is in fact superior once every like 50 years. Neat. Tortilla's nice and crunchy. Perfect level of saltiness too. Okay. You love eclipses? You'd love to be part of one someday? Dude, if you ever get a chance to see a total eclipse, even if you have to travel like 4 or 5 hours, I wasn't sure what to say before this, but now that I've seen one, yeah, it's worth it. That was cool. That was really cool. That was like one of the most unique things I've seen in my life. That was just fascinating. Like when it actually happens, like when it's actually total, it's just like, whoa, what the fuck? Have to have seen an eclipse now when your nickname is Eclipse? Yeah, dude. Well, when's the next one? I think they send the U.S. like 2044 or something, so we'll still be alive by then, right? We'll still be in our primes, right? We'll still be cool in 2024, right? Chat, right? Right. By the way, the food, very tasty. Now, I haven't had Huevos Rancheros in a long time. My dad used to make it for my family sometimes as a kid. And he made it really well. It's been so long, I can't really remember like what it was like enough to the point where I can compare it, but I can tell you that like it's like hearty, it's salty, it's meaty, it's got that nice little crunch on the bottom with the tortilla. The cheese like adds a nice little like element of like creaminess to it. When you do get the avocado in there, like, I don't know, it's avocado, it's good, right? I gotta say, I'm a fan. Now, is it worth like cooking for 2 hours just to make all this versus like pouring yourself a bowl of cereal? Debatable, but man, if you got the time. Oh. Thoroughly tasty. It's simple, right? It's like nothing about this is fancy, right? It's just like a lot of ranchero sauce was the hardest part, and that part you don't even have to make from scratch. You can probably just buy it in a jar. It's probably fine. Like other than that, you just heat up beans. You don't have to like cook much, right? You just heat up beans. You heat up chorizo. You heat up. I mean, you cook eggs, and I guess you just fry a tortilla real quick, and then like boom, it's just ready to go. Next to one of the crossroads of Americas in like 129 years. Yeah, that's why I wanted to see the total today, because I figured like chances are, more than likely, there will never be a convenient chance to ever see like something like this ever again. Like sure, I'm sure there's places I could travel to within the next 10, 15, 20, whatever years, but like I don't think I'll ever live like within like an hour of this ever happening again, right? So the fact that that was the case was like, okay, you know what? I might as well, even if it is potentially going to be lame, if it's not lame, I want to give myself a chance to see it. And turns out it was not lame. It was really cool. And followed by some very tasty food. Cooked exclusively in a public park. So, something of a specialty of mine. Oh, yeah. I think maybe the only thing I would add in the future is maybe some sort of garnish, like, or maybe some sort of like something like, it could use something like flaky on top. I don't know what. It doesn't need more salt, but if I had like almost like tortilla chip, little like strips, like little crunchy things I could just kind of like sprinkle on top, that would add like an extra layer of just like, of like crunch to it, like a little, no, not cilantro, but panko, yeah, there's something like panko related, no. No. But there is still some crisp to it because like the bottom, the tortilla that we crisp up is still nice and crispy. Flavor-wise, it's on point. And it looks cool too. Like, I like the kind of little assortment of colors there, right? Wow. Joel, what do you think? Joel approves. That's good. Why is half that avocado rendered? Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Some tortillas to scoop up the final parts. I mean, it's kind of working fine as is, as far as the scoopiness of it. I don't know. Ideally, you just want to cover the tortilla in the stuff and have the tortilla just be your little, almost like little plate on top of your plate. It's half empty, thought it got eclipsed. Boo. Yeah, not cilantro. I'm not really much of a cilantro fan. I'm not one of those people that like hates cilantro, but I never like go out of my way to put it on something, that's for sure. Like if it's in a recipe, like okay, fine, but like I'm never gonna be like, ooh, I mean, cilantro make this perfect. Cilantro's mid, as the kids would say, right? All right. Maybe I won't finish this entire thing. I'll probably just finish it once stream is over, but one last bite and then we can send it off, boys. That one had all the yolk in there too. All right, I know chat wanted this earlier, so here you go. I'm gonna give one. This is for the people right here. That one had the the yolk in there. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. That's good, dude. That's good. Great for gains too. Not gonna lie, the macros. A lot of good shit in here. Perfect. It's this perfect bulking meal for sure, if you're in that sort of thing. Yes, sir. And like something about food is always better when you cooked it yourself from like scratch, basically. I mean, I know I didn't make all of it from scratch. Like obviously I didn't make the tortillas, or I didn't make like the beans, or I didn't make the chorizo, I guess. But like made the sauce from scratch and threw it all together in a motherfucking public park too. outside with like one little ghetto propane stove. Also, I'm surprised my propane never ran out. Those stoves last forever. My God. Are these guns registered? Oh, it's Indiana. That's fine. So this is Midwest. We can have all the guns you want. If your cilantro tastes like soap, bad genes confirmed. Go again next fresh life. Took a bit too long to be cooked to call it breakfast. All right, don't be one of those guys. A streamer. Supposed to have this for breakfast. It's not breakfast time anymore. Bro, I started the stream at 1 p.m., all right? It was already not breakfast time. Get over yourself. It's brunch, okay? It's a very late brunch. All right, last bite, and then we'll call it. That's the sort of thing you can do as an adult. You can lick the knife if you want to. Couldn't do that as a kid because your parents would freak out. All right. You can kind of tell how sharp this knife is, right? All right, chat. I think we'll call it right here. That was a really cool experience. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really glad the cooking went like perfectly. Everything worked fine. My source of cooking worked fine. The blender worked fine. The dish itself was tasty. The connection never died. What more can you ask for a cooking stream? And got a bonus little Eclipse, which was really, really cool. I didn't know how cool it was going to be, but like turns out the answer is like really, really cool. Oh, neat. Alrighty, cool. Well, anyways, what are we doing? Tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow it's like back to normal, back to regular. Like this, it was like this weird anomaly where it's like, I guess I'm driving to Indy today and going to a park and cooking, and then tonight I'm like, well, I'm gonna go to my college campus and watch the basketball game, and if we win, like the entire town is gonna go crazy. So I know we're not necessarily supposed to win, but man, if we do, I'll get to experience that pandemonium, which would be pretty sick because I would definitely record some of that and show you guys. But who knows? We'll see. Anyways, okay, so tomorrow. Feels weird to explain this out here, but anyways, tomorrow is going to be the NAC speedrun. First NAC speedrun of this little DMF cycle in 5 Sunders, please. We're going to be doing ourselves a cheeky little NACs and trying to, I don't know, I guess break the world record. We'll see. So stream will start tomorrow at the regular time of 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 1700 Central European Time. Going to be the regular kind of deal like before speedrun. We're like, first 2 hours, we're just going to do something random, and then we'll look at a blank screen for an hour, and then it'll be raid time. Hopefully this time we don't pull spiders too early and have to reset the entire instance and do that whole thing. So we'll see. Last time we did a speedrun like right before, or right after like a long break from the previous DMF, we set a record, right? So maybe again, we'll see. I don't know. Burn a car? Who knows, man. I won't burn any cars, but if any cars are burned and I get to see it, I'll film it for sure, for the content, of course. You just got the joke, Sunny D and Blue Moon because of the eclipse? Bro, it's not even that bad, though. Anyways, you guys can do exclamation point Discord in the chat. If you feel like joining my Discord, it's a place where I post stream news, stream announcements. Anytime I go live, I will make sure to ping you guys. It's a place where you can ask me, streamer, was the eclipse cool? I don't know, Joel, what do you think? Well, I mean, shit. If Joel says it's good, it must be good. Oh, come on, Joel. Safety first. There you go, bud. All right, anyways. I'm going to do my spiel, but then I guess I got to walk around and turn the phone off, but that's okay. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys keeping chat lively as always. That was a fun stream. I really enjoyed this. I'm glad I made the trip. I'm glad I got to share that with you guys. Because I'll admit, it was a lot cooler that I got to do it with you guys live on stream. That part kind of added to like the cool factor. So, if you're NA, have a good rest of the afternoon. If you're EU, have a good rest of the night. If you're OC, have a good rest of the morning. Still early morning, but yeah. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the completely different content than this. And now I awkwardly get up and walk around and turn the cam off. Bye-bye. Hey, Joel. Later, guys.